So
There,
frustrating.
there it goes.
Yay.
Technical issues.
As normal.
Right. So,
Anyway, where was I? So yeah, unless it was a botch, blah blah blah. Um, the current running theory which I have is less people in the will means more money goes to other people at the moment. Plus
well,
the
of
fifteen
course,
percent.
the original will would be in place now. But the
Mm-hmm.
question is, what did the Colonel know that was worth killing him for, or was it just clearly to get him cut out of the will? Because isn't
I
that
was running,
what?
and you get rid of each person one at a time until you one or maybe three people on the will left, and there we go. But he could have known something.
So maybe then. I would like to remind you, Orpheus has very low intelligence and wisdom.
Yep, the
So
perfect character for the DM.
you see him kind of sitting there, and like the wheels are kind of grinding a little bit. Everyone is at risk then?
Yeah, apart from the new wife, technically, because she's not in the will.
Mm,
It'll be a bit strange to put someone in the will when you don't know them.
right. Yeah, so she's probably not in the original will.
Mm-hmm. She might be killed for another reason. I'm not ruling that out, but
Yeah,
Well,
maybe if she gets away from protective custody.
I think that's the reason why this entire place is in lockdown. But at the same time, we're locked down with the murderer.
yeah, but I guess that's the only way to make sure the murderer isn't loose.
Yeah.
Orpheus just like, or you just see Orpheus sitting there like counting his fingers. He's like, that's a lot of suspects.
I think you need your toes as well to count the suspects. I mean, it's crazy.
Well, should we? Okay. What would be the Nancy Drew thing to do?
Who's that?
Some kind of mystery novel character. I don't really know. I just associate the name Nancy Drew with mysteries. I've never actually read a Nancy Drew novel.
I feel I've missed out on these books you're talking about. Maybe I'll pick one up on the way out.
So realistically, what are your options, right? And this is me talking as DM. Realistically, you could try and question suspects.
Mm-hmm.
Discreetly, of course, because you're not technically officially investigating, so they're probably not going to talk to you in an official investigative capacity.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could try and talk to maybe some of the staff who might know some things about some of these people, since they're all kind of connected to this place in some way.
To the busty maid.
I really wish I had a little Batman thing with like with just like the spinning L.E.O logo.
If I get After Effects back on his computer, I'll 100% make that for you.
Okay, so we're thinking track down the maid.
Sure, maids. Yeah.
Well,
Ozen, how good are you talking up to people?
I'm decent.
As am I. I'm average. I don't know those social norms, but at the same time, you're a guy out of time, so it's kind of asking for a lot from you as well.
It's a straight. And then Orifir is the type of person who spent most of his life shunning civilization in the woods.
We're the perfect trio for this. let's go talk to people. A guy who is literally out of time, a guy who said fuck civilization, and I don't even know how to describe Dorian in this case.
I mean, I guess I would consider myself a 9 out of 10.
Kind of a social pariah, I guess.
Yeah, a lot of people he talked to in the past kind of died due to mysterious card-related issues. It's weird.
Yeah, social pariah, I think is the word we're looking for there. But, you
To be
know,
honest, I'm
maybe-
shocked not all of you are dead because of these cards.
maybe, well, I mean, you know, the wheel weaves as the wheel wills.
Mm-hmm. And the wheel decided all those things must die.
I love how...
It's
I
a
love
learning
how
experience.
I love how Ozdin and Orifir can like be their own pairs because they have companions.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's go track down the maid then.
I'll let you do the talking, Azin.
Alright.
You'll be fine.
All right,
No, I won't.
you
Got
guys
your back.
kind of meander down a hallway and you happen to spot a maid just as she comes out of a room.
Hopefully not a closet.
No,
It's a very personal time when you do that.
just coming out of her room.
I mean, I wouldn't blame her if she came out of a closet.
In the middle of a murder mystery. Perfect time.
Hey, you never know when you're gonna die.
Very true, actually.
So she's there. She's got like a sort of basically rolling basket full of linens, and then there's like some shelves underneath it with probably fresh stuff. You know, just normal hotel shit.
Hey, could I borrow you for a second?
She looks up and she has a kind of exasperated expression, like she'd rather be somewhere else, but she approaches. She's just like, "Is there something I can help you with?"
Sorry to waste your time, but we were just wondering if you knew any of the family.
A bit more than as employee, employer.
And what is this? Oh, wow.
Yep, this is why I left you to do the talking.
Amazing.
I'm a bit better. I'm just a tiny bit good at lying to people.
Just a
That's about
tiny
it.
bit good.
Oh,
Well, she's completely, she's like, I know some stuff, yeah.
So, aside from the Colonel, were there any... Yeah. That's too obvious.
what? Was there anything? This is a personal thing to say, sure, and a bit more. Probably not best. I mean, we've got no one around us. Anyway, is there any like rumors that you heard from around about the family and the people before the events?
She goes, well, and then she like she spots Orifir, and then they kind of have this glancing at each other moment, and then she just kind of forgets what she was saying. And Orifir's just like, Milan? So, turns out, Orifir actually knows Milan.
Okay.
So this is so now she feels a little bit awkward about all of this now. How do you respond? You can assume at this point that she's more or less willing to cooperate.
Like in a good way or a bad way?
If you have any rumors of the family or the people who are suspects, I mean, totally innocent, hopefully people of what happened, that would be nice to know.
She kind of goes, "Oh, right." And she says, "Well, there's a rumor that's been going around through the servants that that Ilaria and Resbin have kind of been turning up at the hotel rather frequently. Some people say that they've been spotted going off together in private places. Now, of course, most people just assume, oh, they're just, you know, having a little fun. But, considering they've been here at the hotel longer than all of the others, they've been here for, like, the past 2 weeks. There are rumors going around about people wondering if perhaps they had planned something.
Interesting.
So, how long ago did...
That's out of character, me laughing.
Okay, so how long ago did Roderick have an interest in his fiancée, or I guess ex-fiancée now?
She's like, I don't know, I've never seen her before, like, yesterday.
Entirely new. Huh. That's interesting. It's very interesting. It's possible. Oh, it's only a minute.
I feel like right now is the time that Ragnar would cut in and
Try
say
to
something
flirt.
that would just, yeah, and just ruin everything.
I mean, at this point, I am clueless to what to ask.
Well, what are the things that we know and need more information on?
What do we know?
Has anyone come in with a hood before the lockdown?
A hood? She's like, lots of people. Like,
Yeah, it's a common thing.
this
Even
is
I got a hood
This
in
is a
this
hotel
pose.
where a lot of adventurers come to.
I don't know. It's a weird question. Do you...
I was in whispers to Dorian. What color did you say it was?
Very black. Very blurry. I couldn't get any detail. It was like as if something was filtering my vision at the time. It's weird. Anyway, my question: does this hotel have magic item sensor things? I've seen them in some of the bigger cities. You walk through, if you've got a magic item, shouts at you and complains and then some security people come and harass you for 5 minutes. It's really awkward. Do you have anything like that?
Not really. A lot of people carry magical items
Okay.
because, you know, a lot of them are adventurers.
Yeah, I was just seeing, because if you had that, we could figure out some magic items. If someone had a magic item that might be
I think mostly they
Worse.
just kind of rely on the wards and things in the walls to protect people from that kind of thing.
That's a good question. Is there anyone here who knows about the wards a bit more in detail that's not dead?
Probably Therabin. Anita might as well.
Therabin.
She kind of Therabin. He was Lord
Therabin
Goldpike's-
Mountain Hole, the guy who talked to me while
Yeah.
being pretty drunk.
Yeah, he's like he owns the land, but Lord Goldpike had the hotel built.
Right.
So they're partners in that way. And then Anita is the hotelier, who just kind of in charge of all the day-to-day business.
Right. She's at the front, if I remember correctly.
That's usually where you could find her. Likes to keep an eye on lobby.
Thank you. I probably should. I think it'll be good to see what kind of wards we have here. That might be useful information. Anything else you want to ask, Ozen?
So a bit more detailed on my hooded question. Anyone with black hoods?
Only about a quarter of everyone who ever comes here.
Hence
like-
my question of magical items is a maybe.
It's like one of the common hood colors are like brown, green, and black.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think by the looks of this, either we leave you two alone or we'll let you continue working.
We'll catch up later.
Thank you very much. I have to find this guy.
By the way, if you want to stop at my room later, I'll be glad to spend some time with you.
I'm gonna have a second sexual harassment suit against us now. Both from this hotel.
Yeah, I think it's pretty fair to say that she probably gives you that exact expression.
Just.
God damn it, I'm not just a pair of tits, you know.
You're right. You're a nice pair.
You should control Ragnar more.
Jesus.
It's a saving throw plus 8. Oh dear. Anyway, by any chance, you know where I'd normally find
Oh wow.
good?
So she has 19 plus her modifier of 3, so that's 23. So she's like, no, thank you.
By any chance, where could we usually find Farabin?
Well, apart from his office, you can occasionally catch him in the dining room.
Excellent. I think we're going to go there next and ask about the wards. Thank you very much. We might come back later because we probably missed a whole bunch of questions we should have asked.
It's a tournament among us.
She and Orpheus just kind of exchange a glance.
And Dorian just skips them past.
It's just kind of it's more like kind of awkwardness. And then we're going to the dining hall.
To the dining room.
To the dining room. Ooh,
Oh wait, this is the dining room. That's the hall.
Yep, the guy at the head of the table is the guy we're looking for.
Yep. That's how that works.
Quick, put him in a hold.
Is this one of those fabled food halls? The alpha release of it?
Yeah,
Limited release.
You find a long table. There's lots of food everywhere. All kinds of things. Lots of meats, lots of vegetables.
I want to ask him about the, what wards do they have here? Do they have anything to detect magic items, or how powerful can the magic items be? Could you ask him for me, please? Ozen, you're a bit better at the talky thing than me.
You know what? Sure, why not?
Orpheus just kind of goes and takes a place across from Dolom. Oh my!
You're much better at
good
talking
God.
than me.
What are these rolls?
Much better talking than me.
He's like, "Hey,
Hi.
hey lad, what is it you're wanting?"
You are going to answer everything I have to ask.
I think turn down the threatening a little bit. You know what with the recent flush I've had.
Yeah, before they start suspecting it was you.
If it was me, would I be asking questions? No, I'd be hiding.
If it was you, the most easiest way to throw the scent off you is by making yourself look useful.
Can't argue with that.
This
I
is
didn't
why
say it out loud. Shh.
my eyes turned to Sorian.
I just nodded him.
Are you the guilty party?
Would I have told you about the general if I was?
Maybe to throw the scent off.
It would be a very strange way of doing it.
How do we even know you were casting clairvoyance?
Oh no, the conspiracy! It's all tumbling down. Oh no, I'm storing all along. After murdering the witch thing, he's just had this strange urge for more blood. It's just cool coming out now.
Jesus Christ.
Open the hole.
Okay, so you were talking to Therabin?
Yeah, I'll be there
Yeah.
as well. On the side.
Hey lads, what is it?
So, we just had a few questions. Dorian, you probably wrote them down, so...
Take out a random one. I go through like 2 or 3 different sheets, and then I go, yes, this is the one. Actually, it's just one question, real specific of, well, actually a few questions about the building of this place. We walked around and we hear that there's magical wards around here.
Oh yeah. I don't not really much the magic type myself, but old Broderick he had contacts. He did. My understanding is the wards here prevent any kind of magical injury, or at least
Magical
they're supposed to.
Injury.
That's like you're not supposed to like say you went to cast like the fireball at somebody. The wards are supposed to absorb it.
I have a dumb idea.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast firebolt at Orifer.
Okay.
Why not at the wall?
Because he said magical injury specifically. It might not prevent magic from happening.
Maybe
might prevent
because
magical
someone they
injury.
know just died and they're emotionally drained. Have you considered that?
Yeah.
Apologies.
I attempt to cast firebolts at Orifer. Not at full power.
Okay, as you charge up the firebolt, and as you cast it, it just kind of it fizzles out just past your fingertips.
Huh. Well, the wards are working still. Kind of.
Ooh, I imagine that the dagger, he probably was just killed by dagger, and then once he was dead, then it's not.
It's no longer an injury. Yeah.
That's the working theory from that little detective feller.
Well, that's still interesting, though.
Still a disturbing thought.
Oh, but that means then, if the wards only do injury things, that means that if I cast something that doesn't provide injury, it would still have an effect.
Possibly.
Which means the darkness, since it doesn't technically cast an injury, means it doesn't, it wouldn't be absorbed. It led to an injury, but it wasn't the cause of the injury. Maybe. I'm running under 5 different theories.
I'm not terrible clear on exactly how it's supposed to work. As I said, I've not really what mess around with the arcane. My understanding is Broderick brought in some elven folk to help with that thing.
That does make sense. I probably should ask the kitchen something then, because I just want to test that theory. But magical injury, it does make a degree of sense.
Oh, I mean, you got all these adventurers running around, and a lot of them have access to magic, and sometimes they take leave of their senses by way of drink, and one thing can.
Then they let
another.
out Fireball. Yeah, I can imagine that. Everyone knows Fireball is the solution to all problems, and also the creator of all problems. Kind of like alcohol. That's why I know neither of them.
If you really wanted to know more about that, you ought to ask old Bronze Toe.
Bronze Toe? I will definitely go and ask him.
He was, used to be some type of, was it warlock, or was he a cleric? Don't really remember. I just know he is involved in dwarven military. Could have been a war cleric. Maybe he was a paladin. I don't know. He knows something about something anyway. But he is the one who's made the suggestion of finding a way to neutralize such types of threats.
Have you seen him around? I've been walking around the halls for a little bit. I haven't seen him.
No, now you mention it, I don't believe I've seen him since before that little feller had us lock everything down.
Maybe someone should go investigate that. But anyway, I've got a question to ask the kitchen staff.
No. Well,
Thank you very much.
I should be careful of Chef Bird. He can get a little touchy about people interfering in his work.
Oh, it's nothing to ask about that. I just want to ask him for something that may have gone off. Something a bit more rotten that he may not have been able to throw out just yet. I just want to do a test. Scientific experiment. In terms of magic. It's weird.
Remind me what you boys were again?
Adventurers. As far as I can tell. The people who are bringing the 126 people who are currently in the hotel.
Oh, the escort people. Oh, hey,
Yes.
that makes sense why you're concerned about their safety.
Yes, just make sure, we don't lose anyone, especially since we have younger people as well. Kids. Don't want that. Any of that.
Well, on behalf of the Grand Dorssica, I do apologize for this kerfuffle we've all been drawn into. Hopefully that little fella will get everything sorted out soon enough.
I hope so, and I hope he's not just getting drunk at the pub right now. Who could believe? I trust him.
All right.
Uh,
So the kitchen is just literally on the other side of
Yep.
the door.
Ozen, I just want to test this theory. If I can cast Detect Poison and Disease, and I'm choosing that spell because it's on a card which it's got nothing else which I can use.
Okay.
If I can cast that, that means the theory of why darkness works would make sense. Because darkness isn't a inherently damaging spell.
It just kind of
I just need
deprives
you to
of senses.
persuade. Yeah, I just need you to persuade the kitchen staff to give me something that may have gone off recently. I don't know.
Oh, is it?
Something poisonous. It's muted at the moment.
No, fuck.
Or I can.
Sorry, my
I
dog
hope
was
you weren't
barking.
talking there.
Oh, you mean Good Boy was making noise upstairs?
Yes. Project 21 was making noise upstairs.
Oh no, not Project 21. Clank, clank, clank.
As you enter into the kitchen, you see there are a couple of scullery maids, and of course the chef, who is a gnomish man.
It's a very big guy.
Is that him right there?
That's him right
Yes.
there.
He's very big.
You're like, is there something I can help you with?
Obey the die.
Obey the
I
dice.
beg you, madame.
Oh no!
Oh, that's the wrong die.
Ah.
I don't know how that happened.
Oh no!
Why are you disturbing my kitchen?
We have a theory you need to test.
Do you have any spoiled food that we could borrow?
Mm-hmm.
Do.
Rotten cabbages, raw chicken.
I do not believe I like the insinuation. Are you insulting my food?
Oh no. The number one, I forgot the number one thing you should never mention. You should never insult their food.
I was insulting your food. I was just asking if there was any left over that we could use for an experiment.
Mm-hmm.
We are not in the business of allowing food to go to waste here. Much of whatever is not consumed by the guest is consumed by the staff. However, I believe there is a compost barrel.
Which is outside.
Unfortunately, we have not been able to place it outside because we are not able to go outside, so we've simply been using the barrel in the storage room.
May I do my experiment just quickly?
You are not going to disturb any of my cooking.
I'm not gonna touch your cooking. I just want to see a compost barrel.
As long as you can stay out of the way of myself and my staff, very well.
I will do just that.
You remind me of the detective.
I am certain I do not know what you're speaking of.
I go
very-
towards.
A very grizzled version of the detective.
Again, this guy's very, very, very passionate with his food. Like all gnomes should be. I go to the compost barrel.
Alright, so it's just in this little washroom here.
I guessed. And I cast Detect Poison and Disease. For the duration, you send the present location of poisons, poison creatures, and diseases within 30 feet of you.
But nothing has been poisoned, so...
Nope, but technically rotten food is technically poisonous.
You detect the presence of minor toxins. Like what you might find in
Yeah.
mold or something that's been partially decayed.
Awesome. I don't really need to know the specifics. I just need to know that it works.
Oh well, yeah.
I don't really care what's in the compost bin.
You are a bit surprised though that a lot of what's being thrown out as compost would be reasonably edible for most people.
Dorian may be surprised for a moment and then remember, oh yeah, we're in a hotel. The chef literally came in when we asked to see their compost bin. The chef literally said, hey, what are you saying about my food? I've got a feeling that if it's not the highest of qualities, it is not good enough. He might be Chef Ramsay here.
The shortest Chef Ramsay to ever exist.
Mm-hmm. But twice as deadly, because instead of shouting at you, he slices your kneecaps.
Instead, he wasn't a former football player. He was a former gnome ball player.
Yep.
Wait, is that where the gnome is the ball?
Huh?
Is that where they're throwing a gnome around?
No, gnome ball is a sport that gnomes practice.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like a combination between football and polo.
I just imagine them throwing a hacky sack.
Yeah, I imagine that as well. Anyway.
You'd be surprised by how agile they can be.
Good news. Actually, very bad news, but also good news. It's news anyway. Normal magic works. Which is why the darkness spell worked. Because, you know, it doesn't directly damage anyone. Now it just comes to who can cast magic.
I can.
That is part of this mystery.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, okay. What are the requirements to cast magic? Darkness.
I'm gonna have to look up a book of this. Because I don't know from the top of my head. I mean, darkness is a spell that, as far as what I can remember, some wonderful darker deities like to provide people. So, like warlocks. I don't know if anyone's a warlock here.
Didn't our prisoner use darkness on us?
Mm-hmm. So the second school is you can learn it. So wizards do it. It is a learnable spell.
Oh my good God, Simon.
Mm-hmm.
Available for Sorcerer, Warlock, Wizard, Circle of the Land, Swamp, which is Druids.
Mm-hmm.
Oathbreaker Paladins.
Mm-hmm.
And Twilight Domain Clerics.
Yeah.
So we're looking for...
It doesn't really narrow the band down. It narrows the band down in the case that the person has to know magic. We kind of knew that already. But we at least know they don't have to be a super powerful caster.
Can we have just like all the heads at the bottom and like we cross them out when we know they aren't guilty?
I mean, to be honest, that probably would be helpful.
That would be helpful if only anyone had the ability to do that.
Oh, the DM!
Oh no, are you asking the DM to do something? That's a terrible thing to do.
No, I mean, I don't know how I would do that.
Literally just line them up down at the bottom.
Well, usually we put out a bunch of tokens on the map.
A bunch of tokens down here.
Yeah, okay. I reckon I can do that.
And I'll just keep talking and pretending that they're not just being duplicated magically. It's really weird. Someone's going to look out the window and just see a clone of themselves just standing there listlessly. Just what? Anyway, so we're just looking for someone who has a lot of magic, which we kind of know, but they don't have to be too powerful.
What? That's not the one I wanted to use for
Which
Vera.
also means the weapon didn't have to be too powerful either. Its effect was pretty powerful at the end,
Yeah.
but it didn't have to be a magical dagger.
Well, I mean, it had. Well, I mean, it clearly.
It
was
had
a
magic
magical
at the end, but it didn't cause the death. Is what I mean. The
Right.
magic inside of it, instead of bypassing the spell effect, the magic ward effects here, it's more of a mundane dagger until something triggered it to, disintegrate everything.
Right. God, 15 fucking people.
Oh, this poor bellhop.
What about him?
Just remembering what happened to him yesterday.
What happened to him?
Last week, even when he first had to walk into a room with an elf who wasn't fully in the nude,
Oh, right.
and then secondly was taken down to the ground by Ozin.
No. That wasn't the bellhop. The bellhop
Okay.
is just there for people who come in and need to have their stuff taken up to their room. They're a bunch of other support staff.
Okay.
I suppose Hugh Dunnett is probably not a suspect.
I
don't
mean,
know. Yeah,
I don't
yeah, sure.
think so.
Let's just we suspect the chief inspector.
You never know.
I mean, yeah, that's true. You never know.
He
He
could
could
have.
have coordinated it.
He could have done it for an excuse to just come here and just get a whole bunch of money from the crown. Because he's an investigation, therefore he's on the payroll.
Sorry, I'm still just putting all these fucking people in.
Oh shit, Chip is on there.
Who?
Sorry. Ignore my comments.
Dullum.
Man, Broderick really got a good score on his wife. Or fiance, I guess.
Who, Vera? Yeah. She's pretty easy on the eyes, I gotta admit. Oh, and of course, Anita. There you go. So, let's see. Who have we got here?
They're on the top right.
Colonel. He dead.
So, just put a cross through him.
Oh, it goes off the fucking screen. That's annoying. Okay, I'm gonna have to move them. Damn you, roll 20. So he's definitely out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what? We haven't ruled it out as a suicide.
Hmm.
It just occurred to me I have Broderick up here.
We can cross him out too.
Okay, so let's be honest, it's not going to be the inspector.
Oh, we could have just pinned it on the inspector though.
That would have been pretty fucking funny.
I would gladly do it. So the wife isn't guilty because she would have had nothing to gain.
That's not
From
the
killing
wife,
him
that's the actress.
Oh. I thought it was a... Fuck.
Like
That
literally,
one's the wife.
if you're confused, you can literally read who they are.
No, we can't. You can. They don't show up for us.
They should.
We
show,
can see their bios, but
It's in their
beyond-
bio.
Yeah, but we can't see by the picture that right. It doesn't hover right next to them. That's what I mean.
And from how you wrote the actress, I got the impression that she was the wife or fiance. God damn it!
It's that one.
Oh, I actually
Yeah.
didn't. I actually didn't finish writing all of this. Oops.
Okay, so
Also, not. Oh god.
There we go.
So you're thinking it's probably not the fiance.
I'm actually. We don't have a motive. Yeah, for the fiance, we've ruled out motive, and we've ruled out roughly the The dagger's going to cost a lot, so she might not have the wealth at the moment, but we don't really know much about her from beforehand.
Like, I can literally put an X through them on the thing. Please don't. Just draw my map. Okay, so we know it probably wasn't General Bronsto. If it was, it doesn't matter because he's dead.
Yeah.
So you probably would have been acting with someone else.
Could have been a murder-suicide.
Or someone trying to tie off loose ends.
But I have my doubts. It could have been loose ends, but I have my doubts of that. And the fiancé, we don't have motive.
What the?
Who's
it by
died
accident?
now?
Okay. So who do you want to ask next?
Who's most suspicious at the moment? Currently,
Probably someone who wasn't directly family or a business partner.
that's what I'm thinking.
So the
So
race
you've
car
made-
driver, or the race car driver, the mountain goat driver, the mountain goat racer. There we go.
Sure, but what do we ask him? Hey, were you the murderer? I don't think he will say yes to that.
Can you
Even
perform
if I-
magic?
I can do a zone of truth.
Can you do that more than once?
I can do it twice. Technically.
We should probably narrow it down first.
Technically, I can do it twice in a day, though I have to rest and think about my cards for half an hour before I can do it again.
I mean, maybe you don't need to ask him directly. Maybe you could talk to him about who he thinks might have done it.
That'll be good. Maybe.
Wait, how fine was the knife? Was it like a kitchen knife that was enchanted, or was it more of a...
It was a curved dagger with green ornaments, I'm remembering that, and it was definitely more expensive than a lot of people could buy. Because, it disintegrated with the person it stabbed.
Well, the reason I'm asking is because if it was a kitchen knife, that puts the chef in the hot seat because he could have gotten one of the knives in the kitchen enchanted.
Okay, I would like you to kind of think about the level of magic.
Dorian's gonna attempt to arcana how expensive he can think this is
Right.
with his +8 arcana.
Do that.
22. How
Okay.
expensive roughly would it be
Give me a history as well.
in the history? Oh, I've got really good history. 23.
Okay. So the only time that Dorian can ever recall he has ever seen an item that would have that kind of power, to where not only would it be a powerful weapon, but then would also be capable of that level of essentially disintegration. The last time you remember seeing anything like that was in a certain tower you guys had recently visited. It wasn't really a tower.
Mm-hmm. You owned the place you were frozen. Yeah,
Yes, I remember.
I'm pretty certain you do. He stores a whole bunch of reliquaries, basically stuff that he finds more interesting and way too powerful. Yeah,
That's like basically that's something that is kind of like a rare, if not wondrous, item.
I'm pretty certain if that item was in the hands of or was in the wild, every single rogue or assassination guild, that kind of stuff, thieves guild, would kill to have something like that.
I get it.
It's not something anyone can think of just buying. Maybe we could one day, because adventurers seem to be throwing a whole bunch of money.
So, we should be looking for someone that has a whole bunch of money.
Mm-hmm.
Or knows someone who has a whole bunch of money.
Mm-hmm.
And poor judgment.
And poor judgment. And has a tendency maybe to go into a lot of debt over stuff. And maybe put a whole bunch of bets on stuff. I wonder who that could be.
Yeah, you're kind of saying it. All right, let's ask the racer.
Let's chat to them, just see what they think. So the question
How
we
did we
should
see
ask
your
them.
receipts?
Hey, can we go through your banking history? Just give me your social number, your PIN, security code, everything like that. Yeah, thanks. Just got Dwarven Expressy,
Okay, so you're going to question him.
The questions we should ask him are: who does he think is the murderer, and why? And why would they do that? Maybe.
Okay,
Just see
that sounds reasonable.
Just see what his reactions are.
Listen.
Yep,
You're a face at the moment.
I mean, Orpheus literally has negative charisma.
Negative. I put 0 charisma.
Notice me, senpai.
That's pretty good. He goes, yes, hello, are you a fan?
No, but I do have a few things I want to ask you. Proceeds to shove him against the wall.
Oh no! you're intimidating him now.
Okay, I guess make a strength check.
This does feel like intimidation.
No, I'm not gonna make a strength check because I know I'm gonna fail that one.
Do it anyway. Makes it funny.
All right, fine. Roll 20.
Hey, your strength is better than me.
Wait, why did he do strength save?
So he basically is like unhand me cat and basically deflects.
That seemed very out of left field, Ozen. I just want to ask the guy some questions.
All right, fine. Questions it is.
Well, he's no longer interested in talking to you. Also, Cladden here, at seeing this ruckus, has decided to stand up. And is now giving you a stern look.
Oh no, not the stern look. Can we start from the top, please? I'm sorry. My friend is overexcited. It's his first murder mystery.
Let's go back to before I shoved him against the wall.
Well, before you failed to shove him against the wall.
I'm sorry. It's my friend's first murder mystery here. Can we start from the top? Hi, I'm Dorian.
Actually, the first murder mystery is the one where I'm murdered.
Second murder mystery. Hi, I'm Dorian.
Yes, I think I've seen you before.
I hear that I'm pretty hard to miss.
Very orange.
It does look like your hair is on fire.
I mean, it's just product.
It's just product.
L'Oreal.
Anyway, I'm just wanting to get this kind of thing over. You know, got 126 people who we have to ferry out of here afterwards, and being locked here kind of stops us from moving on. So I just want to ask you.
Yes,
A few questions.
I understand your desire. Excuse me. I understand your desire to leave. I've got a race to prepare for. I should be on the
I can
track.
imagine for you, you're really, really busy as well. So I just wanted to ask, by any chance, you know any rumors from the guy? From the one who passed away?
Rumors about Broderick?
Yeah, anything interesting from before? Like, was there any words or saying of what he was doing? Maybe he was...
I mean, Broderick has been my sponsor for, well, as long as I can remember. Since not long after my father was killed.
Oh. I'm sorry to hear about that, but... It's been a very nice sponsor then. With this hotel behind you.
Oh yeah. He reaches into his pockets and he pulls out a bunch of little brass plates. It's like, look at this.
I lean in.
Last year's
genuinely
champion, and it's like it has like a picture of him, his mountain goat, and like all of their racing stats.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm just imagining him like in a latex suit with all these
Latex
company
suit with
logos
the
on
helmet, with little horns on the back of it. Visor comes down.
Oh no, it's a dwarven mountain goats. Obviously, they wear brass goggles.
Oh yes, sorry. When I say visor, I mean it's a brass goggles attached to the helmet that he brings down.
Yeah, it's just. It's a very dangerous sport, you know.
Oh, I can believe that. I heard if a mountain goat goes down a hill, it's like going down at 40, 50, 100 miles an hour.
Oh yeah,
Break all your bones.
more than your bones.
I can imagine the medical insurance is crazy.
There's a reason why one needs sponsors.
Oh, that makes sense. Well, very generous. I had a question, but my brain's entirely forgot it, so I'll skip that question and go and ask. There's no rumors then. Well, then who do you suppose, who do you suppose did it?
He kind of like motions you a little bit closer, and he's like,
I already am pretty close because, he was showing me his medallions.
yeah, like even closer, just like, well, you didn't hear anything from me, but I understand that there was some kind of bad blood between old Broderick and the Colonel.
Huh. Why would
I'm
they
not
be?
really sure why. I mean, he's his head of security, but like, apparently, there's something that he just couldn't quite forgive him for. I'm not really sure. I mean, all I really know is mountain goats.
This sounds like a very, very strange rumor.
I just know that some people have said that they've seen them having arguments.
You
Usually
have no
around
clue
the
what they're
same
about.
time of year too, which makes it really weird.
Same time of year,
Yeah,
like
every-
consistently.
yeah, like every year they have this same kind of disagreement over something.
Huh? Is it around now, or is it?
I thought Broderick was the one that died.
He is.
Yes,
So
between the colonel and the one who passed away. Mhm.
So the person who died has a recurring disagreement with another person who is a suspect.
And dead. Shh.
Well, they don't know that.
Yeah, they don't know that. But around when do they have this argument? It's around now, normally?
Well, no, usually it's toward the end of this month.
Is there anything interesting in I don't know. I'm so apologetic. I don't know much about dwarven history, and I don't expect you to know much either, given goat racing and not a dwarf.
are there any other recurring arguments that the Colonel might have?
Was there anything interesting in Dwarven history, Dwarven holiday passing, or whatever?
I mean,
I'll have to probably look at the books or ask someone for
you
that.
don't actually make me look at the fucking calendar.
So, again, are there any other recurring arguments that the Colonel might have?
I mean, the Colonel's mostly just a strange man, mostly kept to himself. A lot of stink eye given. No, there's really only the Feast of the Harvest, which I mean everyone celebrates that.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's
off to winter solstice.
yeah, then it's just the solstice and Samhain, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know much about it beyond that.
Well,
So, is there anyone here that's against the harvest?
I mean, it's just kind of a time to celebrate having enough food, not to starve in the winter. It's
mm-hmm.
a pretty generic holiday.
Yeah, it's not dwarven related, so that puts that theory out. Maybe. Interesting still. I might have to go talk to the Colonel. See his side of things.
I love how all you had to do to get him to calm down was just to get him on the topic of goat racing.
Yep. Welcome to Dorian. Doesn't make any sense.
No, that's just the Resbeniel's personality. He's kind of a one-track mind. Or should I say a one-hoof mind.
Given how aggressive my character is, I feel like I shouldn't use persuasion, but instead intimidation.
Intimidate
Like, just have
everyone.
intimidation checked off rather than persuasion.
Ah, for God's sake.
But too late for that now, so whatever.
Well, it's also the thing of intimidation doesn't really work in this situation.
It might work. It'll get people to talk quicker, and then everyone will stare at you and go, "What the fuck's the problem with you, man?"
Well, the other part of it is because you're in a situation where deception occurs, intimidating people is just a good way to get told a bunch of bullshit to get you to go away.
Anyway, thank you very much, sir. Hopefully the inspector will actually do his job.
He just kind of is like, it's always a pleasure to meet with a fan. He just kind of shoves you a brass trading card.
Trading card? Ooh, I'll add it to my deck of cards.
Well, it is a sheet of stamped brass.
I'm still gonna add it into it. It's gonna stand out, and I'm gonna see if my deck is cool with it or not. I'm gonna wake up in the morning. I'm just gonna have molten brass just laying on the bed. There's no clue where it came from.
He has also autographed it.
Oh, I believe that 1000%. If anything, I would be shocked if it wasn't engraved with his autograph.
Well, yeah,
Anyway.
but, I mean, it would be, but, you know, then his actual autograph is on it to prove that it was held by his own hands.
Anyway.
Well, that was fun.
He may be a bit more simple, to put it kindly, in his motives. I have my doubts that he was the one who did it, given, you know, no motive. He had the means and ability, maybe.
The
I
means.
don't know how.
How do you have the means?
I don't know how lucrative goat racing is, but you know,
Can we
he's
ask a dwarf?
apparently won.
It's like, can I phone a dwarf?
The guy
how
is
big
his
the goat racing
sponsor.
industry?
Why would he want to kill his own sponsor?
Hence, it's just a case of he may have the resources, maybe, as running on the assumption that goat racing is actually lucrative, but he doesn't have any reason of doing it. He doesn't have any motive. Why murder the guy who's going to give you a bunch of money to continue doing what you're having fun doing?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, I agree with you.
all right, so cross him off the list.
Yeah. It's a bit sad that the person he suspected is dead, but we should. I've got an idea.
Okay.
Since I kind of know what's that he's dead, we haven't seen him around for a while, right?
Right.
Maybe we could go to the hostess, the person at the front, I can't remember her name, and ask, "Hey, we haven't seen the general around. Could someone do a welfare check on his?"
The general or the colonel?
To the one who's dead. You know, because I want to talk to him, but I know he's dead, but I don't want to be suspicious. Like, hey, guys, I know he's dead, kind of thing.
All right, I'll talk to her.
So if you can talk to the person in the front, please don't threaten them.
She's like, yes, sir. What can I help you with?
Hey, I was wondering if I could
Before
talk
you
to
can
the.
even finish the sentence, you hear a scream coming from upstairs.
Should we check that? I'm gonna go check that. Dorian discurries up
Well,
towards it.
actually, Anita, leave to this guy. Sorry, something sounds important. Runs up the stairs. I assume we're
Yeah,
all gonna follow.
Dorian's following.
Yeah, we're gonna need this girl too. Excuse me while I just copy.
Oh, hey, it's another floor.
So anyway, you follow Anita, and you let me make sure I pull you guys over.
Thank you. I was like, where are we?
Anita kind of runs like, "What's going on here?"
Is everything okay?
And Milan's just like, "He's dead."
Oh no, who could have seen this happening? I mean...
Oh fuck, did I leave Bianca? Oh no, there he is. I'm like, where the fuck did Cat go?
Wait, that's a cat? I thought that was an owl.
It's a cat. It's a very big cat.
An owl. I mean, you
It's a
can
very-
literally go look at his sheet.
Mm-hmm. It's a snow cat
Yeah.
who hates Ragnar.
He doesn't hate Ragnar. He just thinks Ragnar's annoying. Anyway,
Who's dead?
I don't think you should have said who's dead. I think you should have left it at what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know. She said he's dead. In a very overdramatic voice.
Yeah, but still, wouldn't your mind be in a state of confusion?
It's too late now. Roll with
I
it.
literally said he's dead. I think who's dead is a logical follow-up question.
Who died? Who's dead? Oh no. If only if someone had seen what happened.
Anita's like, the Colonel.
Colonel Sanders?
Oh, right. I forgot somebody.
That puts a bummer on everything. That's the next person that's going to talk to.
Excuse me.
Oh no. You made him even tinier now.
What? What is this disturbance about? She's like, oh, Inspector.
Colonel Sanders died.
It's the Colonel. He's been murdered. Okay.
Firebolt is just like prepared in Ozen's hand, and fire is escaping just out of his fingers.
You can try. It's not going to do anything.
I'm going to need everyone to stand back.
I'm standing back, don't worry.
And I have questions for all of you, Latel.
Okay. Do you want some chalk?
I have my own. Thank you.
Chalk actually contaminates the crime scene.
Yeah, I know, but it's fine. We've got magical means to clean up the mess.
Well, yeah, I mean, you give everything a once over, then you draw the outline, have the body taken out of respect, and go from there.
Mm-hmm. Well, in this case, leave the body kind of dead because there's nowhere to put it.
You can use them out the window. His windows aren't locked.
Are the windows locked?
All the windows in the entire building are locked.
Okay. To squeeze him past the bars probably wouldn't be very dignified.
Nah, it's okay. I'm sure they have a meat cellar.
So we'll let the inspector do his thing.
Okay, what are we going to do in the meantime?
Dorian wants to wait for him to finish what he's doing. And then he's going to totally sneak in when the guy leaves. That's what Dorian does. But beyond that...
I can't remember. How did he die?
The guy warped in... Well, I didn't see. You said, oh no, stop, and it started being stabbed. And then I saw, and it was a guy stabbing the colonel in the back with his dagger.
Okay, so it was stabbing. I couldn't remember if it was stabbing or if they threw something at him.
It was stabbing close quarters, followed by the guy bamfing out of there. Misty Step style.
Okay. Wow.
Yes! Let us in!
Absolutely.
Let him-
No.
Let him finish his investigation. Maybe put some security tape in front of him. I know 21 has plenty of that.
Wait, I have a good idea for a prank.
So, he kind of looks around, looks at the body. He kind of looks at all the stuff that's been scattered around everywhere. Very peculiar. It appears that this man was robbed.
Was robbed?
And then, upon returning, the intruder had no choice but to silence the poor colonel.
How long ago did this happen?
Judging by the temperature, it would have happened not too long before they allowed people to leave their rooms.
Oh wow. It's actually a really good inspector.
Clearly, there was a struggle. He picks up one of the journals. We are going to have to determine if any of the pages are missing from this journal.
Oh, I'm really good at reading.
Then I cast Arcane Lock on the door.
You locked the door closed. And it becomes locked for ever. Oh, dear. Oh the inspector's locked in there now. Oh dear.
And then he goes to try the door, which you have locked, of course. And then suddenly the magic is dispelled.
Just got to spell magic, I'm guessing.
He comes out. I do not find this very amusing. And Anita, of course, points at you.
I'm sorry.
You're going to need to make a dex save.
Oh dear.
This feels very.
Yeah, he's gonna try to slap you or something like that.
Oh.
Oof. I guess it's a roll-off.
It's literally two crits.
Hmm?
You critically evaded, but then he critically succeeded. So, as he leaps towards you, you manage to dodge, but he rolled a 28, so I'm sorry, you lose. He goes sailing past you, but somehow he's able to, he kind of spins in the air and leaps down from the ceiling. And he gets this cuff around your neck. He gets this collar around your neck.
What does this do exactly?
Well, as it engages, you can no longer feel your connection to magic.
Oh no, Project 21's gonna be deactivated now.
Yeah, that.
Yes.
Oh. Well, I guess we know who the murderer is.
You're probably saying that.
You, monsieur, are now my prime suspect.
Do you know why I did that?
I am certain you have many excuses.
Because you were calling me guilty before you had even started questioning me.
Monsieur, no one ever accused you of anything. However, in light of these recent actions, I am forced to consider, at the very least, you are interfering in an official investigation.
Where are my tools?
During the commotion, I rolled a stealth because Dorian was gonna, while, everyone was watching this tiny, leap into the air and attach a collar to a definite spectacle. Dorian just slipped into the room, quietly closed the door behind him.
That's reasonable.
And he's gonna do his own little investigation.
Okay.
Just gonna. Thank you, Raymond. So, in front of me, what do I see? Is it the same as roughly the same as what I remember from the voice? Or is the fact that the place is ransacked, is that new?
The ransacking is new. You can only surmise that most likely it was done to throw off the investigation by making it appear that there was a struggle.
Interesting. Oh, I see. And when I go to inspect the wounds, are they just clean dagger? No poison, no anything else like that?
Give me a medicine check.
I'm hoping I roll well. 17.
That's pretty damn good. You can tell from the wounds that it appears to have been a dagger. Judging by some of the jagged edges, it was probably a type of it was a blade that has some sort of serrations. So it would have been a fairly wicked-looking dagger.
And would he just stab once, many times?
It appears that he was stabbed at least 3 times. One deep into his chest. You imagined, from your knowledge of dwarven anatomy, probably got his heart.
Another 2 just around, trying to get there, I'm guessing.
Just to make it look more frantic, probably.
Hmm.
Because you can tell that the strike at the heart was like a very precise kind of strike.
And the other 2 are more messy.
Right.
To throw off any leads. Interesting. And yeah, then just the papers are not as interesting. I'm gonna press my ear to the door. Is everyone still there?
Would you like to investigate the papers?
I would love to investigate papers. I love papers.
Do an investigation check.
Critically investigate.
Amazing. Fucking
Do I find the secret recipe?
Well, you find the start of a recipe. The other half of which is drenched and dissolved by blood.
Oh, fuck.
But you realize that a lot of these papers pertain to the aforementioned plans to food holes.
Mm-hmm.
They are all written in Dwarvish, but I assume you can comprehend languages.
I can get to that. I will try to clean off some of the blood so it's not splattering in my pouches before it disappears into my pouch.
Okay.
Longer noise.
I will press my ear to the door. Everyone's still just milling around outside.
From the sounds of it, it seems that somehow this gnome is in the process of hog-tying Ozen.
Well, okay, well, everyone is, probably still distracted. I'll try to sneak my way out again.
Okay. Give us a still.
I'm sorry, this seems a bit excessive. You've already taken away my magic.
Oui, monsieur, it is a precaution. Oh dear.
Click! Open. It's still squeakier than I remember it being.
Let's see if the investigator noticed.
That's perception.
Oh,
He definitely noticed.
Hey, no, aren't you tying me down? I mean, come on.
He is, but he's apparently a fucking god.
You're suspicious, so he's probably put suspicion onto me and Orifir. Squeak!
Orifir's just kind of been comforting Milan as much as possible.
Yeah. Squeak. Well, I'm back. Hi.
And what exactly do you think you are doing in there, monsieur?
I was just looking,
Are you aware that under Article 15...
No, I'm not aware. I
of the
don't know
Alliance?
the dwarven stuff. I apologize. I'm very new to laws.
I'm a dwarf.
Oh,
no,
hey,
it's
Tom.
Ragnar.
I mean, I'm gonna be here for like a second, and then I need to go
Yeah.
make my dinner. But yeah, hello.
Hello. Ozen's been
Hog-tied.
incapacitated by the gnome.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yep.
Why?
Because this gnome just keeps rolling crits, and I don't understand it.
He's rolled
Oh.
2 crits in a row.
Oh, okay then. Rest in peace. I'm just gonna.
That's fine.
I'm gonna sit over here and.
Enjoy dinner.
Yeah.
I have never in my lifetime seen a situation with a crit attack against a crit save.
Well.
Wait, doesn't it do like a reroll thing?
I mean, it should be a roll off, but at the same time, he is +8, you're +1. Eh.
Yeah, it's if it hadn't been the fact that the modifiers were so disparate.
I was just doing a bit of, poking around, looking at what's around. I've got a good eye on things.
Simon, you know someone's dead.
I know. And now everyone else knows they're dead.
How?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's literally what was happening.
That's literally what we're doing.
Oh, is that why we're battling them?
Sure.
Yes, but no.
Sure.
But no, what is the no?
We're not fighting them.
I was battling dodging the inspector, but
Why is the inspector attacking us?
Because Ozen decided to be wonderfully threatening. It's great.
I used arcane lock on the door.
Why didn't you just wait on me? Wait for me.
Because
Dorian,
you take too long.
you're gonna need to persuade the inspector.
Can I not persuade the
it's just a bit
inspector?
you're not there.
Ragnar's not here.
You're getting
Fantastic.
dinner.
Oh, in real life, I'm
IRL.
in there.
I think you were at the bar,
No, that makes sense. Considering
Yeah.
and apparently didn't come running at the sound of a woman screaming.
There's an 18. I'm just doing a bit of investigation and poking around myself. It's a crime scene. I just want to make sure all the things are taken care of.
And then hilariously, you're not
He
lying.
wrote us. Yeah.
So he believes you.
Only just.
Only
Did
just.
you
He's still
when-
he's still thinking you're a little sus.
I am very suspicious because I just came out of the crime scene. But I still say, did you notice the stab wounds by any chance?
What do you mean? Is it stab wounds?
You know.
Several of them, girls.
Yeah. Two of them were very rough. Yeah. One of them went straight to his heart.
He's like,
I don't think that's
he
chance.
he goes in and gives it a second look over. You know, actually, you are correct.
Yeah.
Perhaps
I've got a
you are more useful than you seem, monsieur. You seem to have a natural talent for this.
And I've been assisting him.
Yeah,
So
he is my
if you-
deputy. He is my face.
So if you would be so kind to undo
He
all
may
these
be a bit
binds.
aggressive. A lot. But yeah, I'm just It's just a small running
in
theory.
situations like this, I feel this type of aggression is more damaging than not.
yeah, I agree with you.
Okay, I was not aggressive. I just
um,
was pulling a prank. Okay.
Monsieur, at this time, 2 people have perished. This is not a situation for the joking.
My apologies. I didn't know
as
that
taken
you-
by the fact that you have a collar now and are tied up to the floor. Yeah, I don't think this is a joke anymore. I've just got.
But
I'm
if you
sorry.
want me to help as much as possible, you're going to need to undo these binds.
I think perhaps your non-interference is the most helpful.
Actually, he's been very helpful talking to people. Genuinely. People seem really receptive with it's both of us because he looks trustworthy and I just ask all the questions.
It's true.
Yeah, roll persuasion.
Both of us? Me?
Just you.
15 versus a 4. Wow.
He comes out and he cuts the binds, but he's confiscated your tools. And
I hope we get receipts for those.
these will be returned to you after the conclusion of this investigation. I do not wish to see you interfering again. And if you do, you will spend the rest of the time in a locked room.
But if I'm going to be asking questions, how can I not interfere without... Like, if I'm asking questions, I'm, by your logic, interfering. So, by that standard, no matter what I do...
Would you like to be locked in a room?
Anyway.
Define interfering.
I'm gonna turn to the head maid while they're chatting. I'm sorry, I just have a question. Just a simple question. I'm sorry about.
She's very distraught.
It's just one question. Was the door locked?
No.
Unlocked. Okay. Interesting. That's all I wanted to ask.
Okay.
Door wasn't locked.
No, the door was not locked.
Interesting. Beyond that. Anyway. Yeah, I think this person, whoever's doing these events, it's not just it might just be due to passion, but it's not just passion. These are done by someone who knows what they're doing, for certain, and for some reason knows dwarven anatomy very well.
Some type of
Well, we already agreed that this was premeditated, so...
This does feel premeditated. I feel a lot of the stuff that was done in that room was trying to throw you off, Mr. Inspector. Or throw me off as well.
So are you going to take this next thing off, or are you going to just leave it on? Because I refuse to help if you leave it on. And if you can sum up my skills for... In this situation, I would be very valuable as an asset rather than another person.
People who go around locking inspectors in rooms are not useful for investigations.
Well, it seems like you needed to be locked in that room longer because you missed something that my colleague only spent 5 seconds on.
Oh dear.
Your colleague was merely not interrupted by people locking them in a room.
Right. Because he didn't need to be. He saw something you didn't, and you were taking much more time than him.
Monsieur, your friend having a moment of luck as a rookie is not an uncommon occurrence.
Oh, you should come see my room. It's great, the stuff which I have there.
Yeah, I think you're downplaying us.
I think you think too highly of yourself.
I mean, I do think pretty highly of myself, thank you. I'm glad you noticed. Anyway. We should compare notes. You know. I have a few
Monsieur,
ideas.
I appreciate your enthusiasm. I must inform you that you are not yet at this time eliminated as a suspect.
Oh, certainly not. But I just want to be helpful. I want us to be out of here as soon as possible. Because we have a massive caravan of elves who need to get going.
Well, I appreciate your concern. It seems at this time we have a serial killer.
Oh no. That's unfortunate.
The wheels of justice of the law demands that there be captured.
Yep. Hence comparing notes.
And if you are the person responsible, then I have only...
I'll be doing a terrible job of doing that. I don't even know how to hold a knife properly.
Doesn't know how to hold a knife.
You literally have proficiency in daggers.
I know. It's the only thing which I got proficiency in terms of weaponry. It's just a general thing. I don't know how to stab stuff. I am very clumsy with it. Orifir can back me up with that one.
Well, anyway, the inspector has old boy, what's his face? Can't remember his name.
He's just gonna go.
Calden. Calden comes up because he's a big burly boy, and he wants this place. Well, first of all, they have to get the body
Mm-hmm.
and move it.
Discreetly move it.
Yeah. And a handful of people are brought in, but it's treated as a sensitive matter. And they move the body down to the meat cellar. It's the only place they can really do that. And he instructs the hotelier that this room needs to be kept sealed.
I mean, sooner or later the blood is going to start dripping down.
I mean, yeah, but you know.
Plus the cellar's bottom floor, usually. Or underground, even.
It's called a cellar for a reason.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, I think that went a bit better than expected. Bar the collar.
Now
I'm going to refuse to help until this collar is off me.
Well, you better keep following around the inspector then, and he'll hog-tie you.
Oh god, how much does an iron defender weigh?
Probably a lot. It's made out of this magical...
It's magical metal.
Mm-hmm.
So metal.
But since the magic is no longer powering it, it's just heavy metal now. It's a big, very big paperweight.
It's a bunch of awkward pieces of metal.
150 to 220 pounds.
So, Inspector, you think you can carry around my Iron Defender too?
Your defender is no concern of mine.
Well, I'm not going anywhere. I'm way heavier than you, so I don't think you can drag me to help. And I'm not lifting up my Iron Defender.
What can we do? Anyway.
So, I think that Iron Defender is a bit of your concern.
It is down the hallway. He reaches into a back pocket and he pulls out a little sign that said a little caution sign. And he just sets it on top of the Iron Defender. Wouldn't want anyone to trip.
You are the biggest asshole here. Do you know that? Alright, I'll accept the fact that walking you in there was an asshole move, but you're just bounds beyond me. Okay?
I mean,
Every time you think you can't be even more of an asshole, you just keep one-upping yourself.
well, perhaps if you stay out of the way of an official investigation, you would not find yourself in these predicaments.
Well, perhaps if you weren't an asshole to begin with, I wouldn't have gotten in the way.
The law is not concerned with your feelings.
The way you've the way you've carried out the law has been very, very questionable. And unlike Dorian, I've been reading the law.
He looks at this pen and says, "Oh, that's very strange. I appear to be the one that has a insignia that identifies me as an official inspector authorized by the Alliance of the Great Kingdoms of this realm."
Fuck. I don't have the silence spell.
Jeez, you need a whole pamphlet to write that?
Oh, God.
Believe me, if I actually did want to, quote unquote, get in the way, I would have done a lot more than lock the door.
Are you threatening an official of the Alliance?
I'm not threatening you. I'm telling you that
Monsieur,
if I
it sounds an
was...
awful lot like you are making a threat against an official of the Alliance.
I'm gonna leave you two lovebirds together for a while. You seem to be going on very well. But you know, there's a murder that's happened, and there's a whole bunch of people in this hotel who probably should have some questions asked to them. You know, instead of chatting about the Iron Defender and magical collars, though that is a real shitty thing. You know, maybe some inspecting should be going on. Maybe some questions should be asked.
Right, and if I'm refusing to cooperate, I don't think many of you have the charisma right now to help. So either get this collar off me so my Iron Defender can come back to life, and I'll be happy to oblige by whatever means you want. Okay?
He remains unconvinced.
All right. You sure about that? You sure he's unconvinced?
You would have to roll with a disadvantage because currently all you've done is piss him off this entire time.
How much does a disadvantage change? We can just do
You
math
roll
here.
it again, and it's
again.
whatever the.
And it's the lowest of the two.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
That's unless the rules of disadvantage have changed, which I don't think they have.
Free third edition has different rules. 3.5 has different rules.
Also, I usually don't roll for disadvantage, so...
Sure you do. I tell people to roll with advantage and disadvantage all the time. Well, usually it's with advantage, I admit.
Oh, it's the exact same
Wow.
roll. Nice one.
Amazing.
So, is he unconvinced?
He offers you his pinky.
The pinky promise. It's a powerful thing. Be very careful agreeing to this. As we know, because we now have to kill a fucking dragon.
If I do this pinky promise, are you going to take it off now or later?
If you agree that you will no longer interfere in this investigation, then fine, I will remove the collar. But
Against
I
my
warn
better
you,
judgment? Alright, fine.
As you grab pinkies, you can feel the very magic of the weave shuddering.
Oh no, it's happening again.
And with a very quick motion, he takes the collar. It goes back into his pocket. And you can feel your connection to magic being reestablished.
Yay!
Alright.
Dorian's already skipped off.
So, lead the way. Because my friend has already disappeared.
The inspector shuts himself into the room where the body has been taken off by Calden here. We're just gonna delete those. The hotel manager heads off, and Orpheus is going to escort Milan over to the what the fuck is it called? The staff dorms. So that she can have a break. You know, finding a dead body and all.
Or if it's the White Knight of the Lord.
Mildly traumatic stuff happened.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, and Doran's gone downstairs.
Okay.
Probably back in the thingy room with all the books, library, that room,
I
study.
guess we're probably going downstairs too then.
Since he ended up all the door upstairs.
Alright, you, everyone, not you, Milan.
Dorian, I think you're a bit far right.
Mm-hmm.
You're still in the library.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where he's headed.
Dorian disappeared to the library because books always help him think. Or something. Something you can always trust books, but you can't trust the people who write them.
You can always trust books, but not the people who write them.
Mm-hmm.
What a fucking saying. Alright, so you guys find Dorian squirreled away in the library again.
Okay, I'm not the only one that thinks he's an asshole, right?
He definitely is an asshole. And that's very strong coming from me. 1000%. They shouldn't have put a collar on you. That's just... Yeah. It's not good at all. And also...
What do I look like to him? Some sort of animal?
Maybe a
Well,
pet of some
such-
kind. A very strange one.
Well, such things are often used to disable magic users.
Yes, because artificers are known for casting spell after spell.
I mean, you did cast a spell to lock him into the thing. By putting that magical padlock on the door.
I mean, it would keep the rest of the world out from interfering.
Technically, yes, unless someone, dispelled the magic, like what he did. Also, he seemed very athletic for someone like him. It's terrifying.
It's almost
Yeah.
like it's
one of
almost.
those-
Why
It's
did you give him
almost
plus a dexterity? Like,
Fury of the Small, plus just general gnome stuff, plus, he clearly is not good at this job, so he probably spends more time playing Goblin Ball or something like that. There's many reasons.
yeah, we've done way more than him, and he can master us.
Yeah, probably have done way more than him, but I don't focus on being dexterous. That's a hard word to say.
well. So now
On the
everyone
plus
knows
side.
that the general's out.
Yeah, on the plus side, I'm not with a collar on my neck, so I can actually use magic.
2 plus sides. Collar's off your neck, and second thing, now everyone knows the general's dead, so I don't have to break the news awkwardly to everyone. On the drawback, it turns out our wonderful inspector is not good at his job.
I mean, you
Clearly.
didn't get that message when he was questioning you?
I mean, I did, but I was running under the hope that maybe he's just really questioning people. It's like 2 different skills, There's looking at the crime scene and there's talking to people. They're 2 different things. I'm good at looking at the crime scenes. You're better at pushing people against walls and telling them to pay up or something like that.
Jesus Christ.
I do feel that's going to be very helpful, though, when we narrow down the number of suspects. But at this time, I have no clue who our number 1 suspect really is. I mean, yes, it's the goat guy, but I don't think it's him at all.
Right.
The other person who might be out of the family will be the actress, or was she related?
She's an elf.
I mean, she could have married in. I know it's taboo or something like that, but you never know.
I mean, he was
People
going
are into
he
weird
was going
things.
to marry a half-elf. I don't think it's that taboo.
Hence, I don't know culture stuff.
But no, much like the goat racer, she was sponsored by him.
Sponsored by him.
It says so.
So
It says
that-
so in her description.
What description are you talking about?
She
She
was
actually
originally
does have a
sponsored into the
description.
Guild of Performance Artists by Broderick, who aided her in making contacts among the theater community and landed her her first big break in a theatrical rendition of Fairy Dragons.
Well, just imagine we found that in a book. So,
Now Orpheus been given a document, one of those yellow paper folder things with just every single person's name, a little face, a little description next to them.
A dossier.
That's it. That's the word I was looking for.
all right, so we can cross out the actress.
Also, there were some rumors as well. There's
She
a
wasn't
rumor.
happy.
I guess you guys found this out during the party? Question mark.
I mean, I didn't really talk to anyone, so I might have overheard.
There are rumors that Broderick met her when she was a wandering bard from a small outpost. Don't forget that Broderick was an adventurer in his time.
Mm-hmm.
Too bad Arcane Lock doesn't work both ways. Otherwise, we could just get out of here.
I've got a feeling my dispel magic might not be so nicely looked at, but we've also got the ferry at 126 people plus us, including a very currently drunk, probably mug.
And it would look extremely incriminating.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think just walking out is a good solution to this. But currently I'm at a loss.
Well, who haven't we talked to? Besides most of them.
Most of them. It's just a question of...
We haven't talked to her, have we?
No, we haven't.
To who?
The one that's in the study thing north of us.
Oh, the actress.
The actress.
Oh. Wait, no. You said the actress was... You said
Yeah,
the
it's
actress
true.
was her.
Yeah,
This is...
that's another person.
Right there. That's the actress.
Oh, he was pointing at that guy.
Oh. You guys technically haven't met that guy yet.
Just we have a dossier on him. It's terrifying.
You don't have a dossier on him, though.
No, we don't actually.
Because he... Oh, dear.
Well, I'm forced to stay calm and collected, so...
I mean, we could just walk around. Hey, did it? And why do you think they did it? But
So who do you think could have done it?
you know,
I mean, that would
Let's
be
go
a good
find
way to
Ragnar. He's probably at a
potentially
bar.
suss out motive.
possibly. Arthur, do you want to go do that?
Do what?
Walk around asking everyone, "Hey, so who do you think you did it?"
Yeah, that's gonna turn
A
us around.
person with negative charisma. You should totally do it.
Oh dear.
Wait, what is Ragnar's charisma compared to mine?
Oh, right. That's
Considering
amazing.
he's a charisma caster, I would hope it's his best skill.
It's like +9, I
Yes,
think.
but what is... Right, let me rephrase that. What is his persuasion compared
I'm
to
pretty
mine?
certain it's like +9 or something like that.
Yeah,
Ragnar,
because he's like
Ragnar.
proficient in it.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's a bard. That's kind of their thing.
Plus 10.
Ooh, +10.
Your charisma caster has turned up.
Oh, shit.
I have a +10 on my persuasion.
We've needed you for like ages. Because this is mostly talking around chatting to people. And I'm not good at chatting to people.
And I had a collar strapped to my neck, which dampened my powers. Fortunately, my persuasion is good enough to...
He's
Get
been our
to
face for so
21.
long. He's been our face for so long, but he keeps throwing people against, threatening them. And... Need a bit let-
Fail on all of them.
I mean, I'm basically chaotic evil.
Are you?
I went into the tower chaotic neutral. I came out chaotic evil. Due to that path thing that we had to do.
Oh, you became evil. You're a dark
Pretty much.
robe.
Well, it wouldn't be that he became evil, he just would have been evil the whole time.
So he's dark robe. We have one. We have
The tower broke me. Let's put it that way.
We
No,
have
all the
two
tower
good
does
guys,
is reveal
two
your
evil.
true nature.
Oh, okay.
All right.
And Dorian was the only true neutral out of all.
Well,
That
Right.
sounds so
Ragnar
boring.
needs to be put on Twitch. Random.
Huh?
Ragnar needs to be put on Twitch.
Oh.
Mm.
There you go.
Anyway, we need someone to walk around and ask everyone, "Hey, so who do you think did
You
it?"
need to come find me first.
That means at the
Didn't-
bar.
Yeah, we can
We're
probably go
here.
to. We can probably go to the bar and ask Ragnar, because he's probably going to be there, ogling all the maids and whatnot.
And the barmaid.
Oh, Project 21 just climb up on my shoulder and...
I thought
Walk
Project
around.
21 was this, like, humongous
I'm kidding.
beast.
No,
Not
it's,
parrot.
technically it's a small creature.
Oh,
But he's over 100 pounds.
Because he's basically solid metal.
that makes sense.
With the exception of joints and stuff.
Obviously. Right. What are you doing, random?
Probably
Hi,
having tea.
Ragnar, where are you?
I'm in the bar.
We're definitely in the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I
Oh, yeah, and he's upstairs.
said it after I
Right.
moved myself into the bar, not when I was leaving.
Oh, do you know where that really small guy went? He looked really funny sitting on.
He's upstairs, currently locked himself in a room with the general.
He's currently doing investigator stuff.
Yep,
Poorly.
How's that working out for him?
very poorly.
Oh, is he not a good detective?
Hey, I managed to pick something up before he picked something up. That has
Well,
thrown his entire investigation off.
Aren't we great? Okay then. Right, what do you need? I'm assuming this isn't the social pool. It is? Okay, let's get
I
drunk.
mean, I'd love it to be a social call, but I kind of. I mean, I love this place, but I kind of want to not be locked in here.
Simon, I've heard they supply millions of sweets.
They do have lots of wonderful sweets, but you know, I prefer to eat those sweets and be able to go outside, not just eat the sweets.
Fine. What do you need?
Why would I what?
I said fine, what do you need?
We need someone who's good at talking, and to you know, be our face as we go around and chat to people.
Alright, I have a good cop, bad cop thing.
He's
No.
bad cop, you're good cop.
No, it would just be
Well,
like,
you're neutral cop.
you can bribe me with sexy times.
We can bribe you with what?
No, I can bribe them with sexy time, cop. Sorry, I'm eating, as you can see, as you're looking at me.
Well, that makes sense. Well,
Really nice chicken.
currently, we have very little in Leeds.
Brandon looks
right?
so done.
He is. He's waiting for us to do something.
Yep.
Let's go talk to someone then.
So, just thinking of going around chatting to people and just asking them, who do you think did it? Because at this point, I don't know anyone who's got a strong reason of doing it.
Well, I mean, how could you know if anyone has a strong reason to do it if you never actually asked anyone anything about anyone?
Hence, I don't have that. Hence, why we're going to go around and talk to people.
That looks good. What are we waiting for?
For you to stop eating. So we can go.
Let's not do stuff for me. Hurry up.
Oh. Who are we going to go talk to first then?
Up to you. I don't know.
I don't know.
Right, okay. We're going to talk to the Colonel's lieutenant or whatever he is.
You want to talk to Cal then?
Yeah, why?
Okay.
Sure.
What? It makes sense. He had access to the room being his lieutenant.
Hmm.
I
These-
suppose?
You suppose?
You know, we haven't taken under the possibility that these two murders aren't connected.
They've got to be connected. It would be preposterous to think otherwise.
Not necessarily. I mean, people get murdered all the time.
Yeah, but I mean,
You've got
two
all
murders
these
one
wonderfully-
night.
Hmm. They've got all
Two
these
murders,
wonderfully powerful people together to might want to have a bit of this really, really nice will. You know.
So,
Right, so let's go talk to him then.
okay.
Okay.
You gonna move?
Yeah, but
I don't know where we're moving to.
yeah, where is
He's
he?
over in the dining room.
Ah, excellent. Which one is he? Is he this guy here?
Oh, we brought the whole room with us.
Oh. I draggeth myself.
Yeah, he's that guy.
Yeah, I thought so. Good evening, fine sir. How are you today?
He doesn't say anything.
Have you spoke to the colonel recently?
He kind of he raises his eyebrow at you indignantly.
Does anyone know about his murder?
Yeah, it's I don't know how known it is,
Wait, where am
but
I
it's
going?
out there.
Pardon? What?
My token is gone.
Huh?
Your what is gone? Your token has gone.
What did you do with it?
I moved it into the room, and then everything got moved around weirdly. And
Oh, well, that's not good.
I think next
Well-
we should talk to the bellhop, since the bellhop is all access everywhere.
Hmm.
I might stay out of that one.
Why did you try and have sex with him?
This is the bellhop, not the bellboy. Slightly different professions. Don't worry. Not the same boy.
He's the bellhop, not room service.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Not the
don't
same
worry.
They
boy.
are, in fact, different jobs.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
indeed.
Still, I feel like they.
Anyway, free-haired Dolom
Oh.
pipes up, seeing you guys across the table, trying to talk to Calden. He's like, "You're wasting your time with that one. Vow of silence, he has."
Oh, okay then. Anyone know sign?
Maybe he can think. Maybe he could think stuff. That would be helpful.
In real life, I actually do know some sign.
Does Ozin know sign?
No.
Then shush.
But
Right. Okay then.
if he doesn't mind me peeking in, he probably will mind.
What, you're gonna
kinda
peek
te-
into his mind?
I can peek into his mind. I can detect thoughts.
Will he know you're detecting thoughts?
I mean, I can ask for his consent, and he can just either nod or punch me in the face for even offering to do that.
Probably the latter.
Probably the latter, you know.
Yeah. Let's just back away from him.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna talk to the guy across the table, whatever his name is.
Oh, Dolom.
Yeah, Dullum.
All right.
I'm gonna ask how he is.
Well, all things considered, my uncle wanted me to cut me out of his will, and then he died. And I'm
So
still
pretty
in the
good?
will.
So pretty.
You seem awfully calm about this.
Well,
I mean, panic would just.
the wheel weaves
induce
as the
panic.
wheel wills.
The
as
panic
they
would just
say.
produce panic, I'd say. If someone else panics, then everyone would go mad. What happened to you on that night? Where were you?
Oh, I was in the ballroom with everyone else.
Yeah, but where in the ballroom?
I was chatting up a lovely lady.
What was this lady's name?
You may recognize her. She's an actress.
Oh, that
Old
was
friend.
you. Oh, right, yeah, that was you. That-
Wait, she's your girlfriend?
No, an old acquaintance.
Oh,
I'll
I heard
gra-
girlfriend.
I'll grab Ozin and say, she's mine. Back off.
You want to go?
Yeah, go on. Right. So
I'd say let's take this outside, but we don't really have that option, so later.
We're trying to investigate, sir. So would you kill your father, no, your uncle, to stay in the will?
I don't see why I would do that. I'd get the same amount under Dwarven law as I've already written anyway.
That is true. Oh. That is true indeed. Yeah, okay. Do you suspect anyone who'd do this? Anyone who had ill will against your father? Any of his close associates, friends, or any employees of the hotel?
Well,
The father? Oh,
Broderick has been an adventurer for many years. I'm sure he has many enemies.
yes, but within the hotel? Would you know? Or could you point me in the direction of who would know?
Broderick surrounds himself with people he's been on adventures with, or their family, or some other charitable cases. I don't see why anyone should harbor ill will against him. Although, clearly, he looks between Therabin and Tobin. There are, of course, tensions from time to time.
What do you think about this Therabid? I'm assuming he's listening.
Huh. Petty
Is that it?
squabbles.
I would say you sound like a villager there.
What?
You went, huh. You sound like a villager. So you were fine being written out of the will.
I don't
This is
need.
therapy, so-
I don't need anything from Broderick. This hotel's built on my family's land. We will always have a claim to it.
Okay. That's true. What about you, other guy on the table?
Other guy on the table.
Forgot his name, okay.
Literally, it should show it for you.
It doesn't show it.
It doesn't
doesn't?
show
No,
it
it
unless
just
you...
it just
unless
shows the
you have
just said-
names of the people we
Yeah.
control.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ah.
That's why I was like, I don't know who these people's names are.
Well, if you go under NPCs and then go down to the Grand Dorssica, they're all listed there.
I just gotta find his character. Spoke to Bodrick. I don't like you done it. He really pisses me off. Where is he? Is it? Yeah, it's Torben.
You want to talk to Tobin?
Yeah, so Torben, how about you? What did you think of your father's announcement?
Well, clearly that wretched harpy has been whispering ill things into his mind, poisoning him.
So you're saying that he's in love? Or he was in love?
I'm saying that the wheel clearly wills that things be left in order.
So you're happy that your father was killed before any changes could be made, even though under Dwarven law it stipulates that you'd still get your fair share?
Happy is not how I would characterize it, it's simply business.
He was your father, though.
Have you ever had a father
That I know of.
who
No.
goes around on adventure and builds things and expects you to run them and lives in his shadow constantly?
Okay. No, I have not. However,
Well, then I don't suspect you should ever understand how I feel.
I'm not trying to understand how you feel. I'm trying to gauge
God damn it, Simon.
how. Yep, that's true. It's just, it's Brandon's mind. It's his way of conveying how he feels. Oh, that was a sick burn. Oh, I'm joking. Don't hit me.
I don't know what you're talking about. I like my dad.
Yeah, but never mind.
All of your characters seem to have daddy issues.
Yeah, I have daddy issues. I don't know my dad.
Do they?
Who?
Orpheus
Who?
looks up to his father.
He has mummy issues.
No, he has grandmummy issues.
Yeah. That's mummy issues, thanks,
But
Simon.
while we were still building Ozen's character, without asking me, you gave him daddy issues.
Yeah.
Same, it's great.
I do not. I don't have family issues.
It's
I have
almost like
friend
it's a
issues.
very common trope.
I'm just gonna distance myself from my family as much as I can.
Right. Right. No. Right.
That
Okay.
noise.
I don't know that that's actually true, but we'll find out.
So,
I'm going.
who
to.
do you think? Do you think anyone here would want to cause harm to your father? Any person that would say he made an enemy of, earlier than tonight, or the night which he died?
That could literally be anybody.
What do you mean? This gentleman across the table from me, Dolam, he just said that. Why would he have anyone with ill will?
If you look at it at a surface level, I suppose you might see it that way.
There's only one way to think of it, my friend.
Or maybe old Dolam is perturbed by the fact that his uncle only ever looked down on him until he managed to prove his own way. Perhaps he was bitter about that.
So you're trying to pin the blame.
And then
on
Dolam glares at him. It's like, well, not all of us can inherit everything. Not all of us get to sit around and suckle on the teat of other men's work.
Can I stop you two there? Let's not fight. You know.
I think we may have found the culprit.
We found. We have found a culprit. We haven't found the culprit. I'd say that Dolam, he's fine. He said there was no one with ill will. The answer from
Yeah, because, in a room
Tobin.
full of people, he's going to say, oh yeah, I hated the dude.
Have you not just heard Tobin? He was just like, oh, I do not care for this man.
Yeah, have you ever
I'm
met
willing for
rich people?
insight to see if that's how he really feels. But you're just like, whatever. No. No. Just totally ignoring the 18 that I rolled.
He did do insight.
Yeah, the way rolls work is you say, I'd like to, thing, and then I'm like, okay, make a roll, and then we decide what that
What do
means.
you think I was rolling for?
I don't know, because you never told me.
Suggest talking.
Lots of things fall under insight. What are you
So-
trying to insight?
Is he low-key saying that he killed his father?
No, he's saying that as a spoiled rich person, he appreciates anything that allows him to maintain his status as a spoiled rich person.
Rich person, yeah. That makes sense.
I mean, you don't exactly see very many people mourning, do you?
No, that's very true. I haven't seen anyone mourn. Okay. I'll move questioning on
I
to.
mean, what is there for them to mourn? Dude told them that they all suck, and then he died before he could take their money away.
Well,
Honestly, they're probably pretty happy. I mean, aside from the wife. Her fiance. Whatever.
okay. Move the questioning on to.
Yeah, I don't know if you are aware, but we have a list of people who we've crossed off.
Oh yeah, if you go up to the top of this map and go over just before that little sitting room.
People.
Yeah.
Okay.
Clearly it wasn't
Well,
General Bronze Toad because he's dead. He did. So, if the dude... well, I mean, I suppose it's not impossible that he killed him and then was killed.
Potentially, but who's this lady here?
That's the that's the fiance.
Why is she crossed off?
Because by killing him, she's now going to get fuck all.
Ah, right. Maybe she didn't understand dwarven law.
I mean, he died
He-
before he could sign the will that put everything to her.
True. True.
And he like literally was showing everyone, here's the will, I sign it in front of you.
True. True. Okay. Right. No problem then. Right. Okay then. I'm gonna go talk to. I can't say his name. The mountain goat racer.
We already talked to him.
There is
Oh.
L.E.O.
Yeah. You've already spoke to it. Okay, no one's told me this.
Yeah, he implicated the colonel.
Oh. Yeah, but the colonel's now dead, so we need to talk to him again. I mean, come on. Implicate the colonel. Colonel's now dead. Let's not talk to him again. That's stupid as fuck. Okay. Alright. Mountain goat racer guy.
Oh, hello. Are you a fan?
What? No. I think it's an overrated sport. Honestly.
Well, I never.
No, yeah, but you're pretty good. I've heard that you've got, good cards made after you.
Good cards. First ever Elven champion.
Exactly, the best cards. You see, you're very popular. Where in the Underdark we don't have that many, but in secret circles down there, they were like, "Damn, I wish I could meet him."
Oh yeah, by the way, the colonel's dead.
I heard.
I don't know. I was going to get to that.
Shame. He was always such a tentative man, or not tentative. But he was such an itinerant man. Very careful with everything.
Well, I mean, you'd have to be being a colonel.
Retired.
Eh,
Yeah, never was the same after he lost that eye.
I mean, would you? If you lost your legs?
Suppose not.
Okay, but did you have any ill will against him or our deceased host?
What kind of ill will would I have against the colonel? Barely knew the man. Hardly ever speaks to anybody anyway.
Well, he can't speak anymore, can he?
He was a benefactor, so we don't think he's suspicious. Or sponsor, my bad.
Yeah, I was going to say then. He sponsored him, and if he was taking out the will, then he might have lost, money and stuff.
Yeah, that's
Right,
true.
so killing...
He probably would have lost money, even though he's the godson. That's more a thing of Broderick having the right to be involved in his life rather than him getting anything from Broderick.
Yeah, true. Okay, do you know anyone in this place that would bear ill will against the deceased?
I mean, I don't really bother myself with the politics of things. I just, like
Come on, a guy like you must hear things.
Mostly, I just tend my goat and drive fast. Or ride fast, I suppose.
Okay then. So what's this relationship you have with the goat?
Well, if you want to know a secret,
Sure, yeah.
you see, among elven kind, you can have a sort of link established between yourself and other beings.
Uh-huh.
Allows you to work together in ways that are beyond mere handling.
Oh, thank fuck.
Makes it a lot easier to respond whenever something changes, You can really... It's almost like you understand exactly what's going through the mind of the goat. You sense the curvature of the very earth itself.
I'm just gonna turn and look at Ozin, just like, okay then.
Christopher Columbus doesn't exist yet.
Right. So you basically don't know anything.
He's just kind of gotten lost talking about goats again.
Right. Anyone know where the actress is? Actually, no. Wait, no. I said I want to go talk to Bellhop.
Oh yeah.
No, I want to ask him a few questions. Why don't you guys try and find the actress? And,
Found her.
Oh, well, okay. No, good then. All right. So,
Over.
I will go over there in a moment. So, you're the bellhop, yes?
Yes.
Did somebody say IHOP?
No, you fat American.
I want an IHOP.
See,
Pancakes.
I know.
you're the bellhop of this building, correct?
Yes, sir.
So do you hear anything from guests and stuff? Because, I mean, you're the person who can get around the best.
I mean, people talk about stuff sometimes, yeah.
Has anyone talked about the owner of said hotel in any let's say not friendly way?
No,
Not once.
not to me.
Have you ever overheard? Do you have a suspicion on who may have killed this guy?
Well, I did over here when I was delivering bags for Lady Karsis, that she was having a conversation with some man. Something about a woman. Something about not being able to forgive.
That was Lady Karsis, is what you said. She is the fiance, yes?
No, that's Vera
which one is she?
Philistier.
Oh, is she the actress?
Yes.
Right, okay, thank you for your time. And is it possible if I could maybe take a key that allows us to go around a bit quicker? If, we encounter strange rooms and things like that.
No, can't do that.
Alright, so we've narrowed it down to a female, at least.
And she was talking to a man.
Oh.
Do you remember? Can I persuade him to give me it?
No, because it will mean that he will be fired.
No one needs to know.
If he can't go into a place because he doesn't have his key, yeah, they would know.
Shush you. Okay,
I mean, maybe he has a spare.
No, the hotelier isn't in the habit of giving out spare master keys.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, then thank you for your time. Let's go talk to this actress lady. Where is she?
She's in the study, north.
North?
East. Northeast.
Alright, is this her random? No, there she is. I'm gonna knock on it just to, make sure that, they're not,
I mean, it's a
Just kick the
public
door
study.
down.
I'll peek through the keyhole. Okay, no, let's go in and question her. Good
She
evening.
appears to be having a conversation with this other person.
Oh, who is this other person?
Apparently someone who's a big fan of hers.
Oh, right, okay.
Notice me, senpai.
Excuse me, can I have your attention?
She kind of looks at you and for a brief moment it almost looks like she's rolled her eyes and she says, yeah, well, don't I know you from somewhere?
Yeah, we spoke last night or something, I don't know. Your name, you're that actress lady or something? Well, we're here to investigate the murder of your late benefactor.
Oh, poor Broderick. Terrible
yes.
way to go.
Okay, all I can think about is fucking Hopfers when you said that. Did you do that on purpose?
No.
Yeah, of course not. All right. So, we're trying to figure out who would kill Broderick. We're just trying to find out.
Who framed Roger Rabbit?
What? Who framed? Yeah, who framed Roger Rabbit? Yeah. Are you Jessica Rabbit? No. No. We'd just like to know if you've heard or seen anything or knew anyone that bore ill will against your
I couldn't
benefactor.
possibly imagine why anyone would want to kill an old man with a huge fortune divided up amongst almost 10 people.
Is that
I
sarcasm?
suppose it's 8. I suppose it's 9 now.
Is that sarcasm?
Oh, I would never use something so pedestrian.
Oh, well, it seems to me that you are using something so pedestrian.
I would say she has a 9 out of 10 bod.
Yeah, but she has a 4 out. She has a 1 out of 10 personality. So we.
I mean, there has to be a remainder somewhere.
Yeah, I guess so. So I've heard that Broderick made your career. You must have been very angry to be kept out of the will.
Oh, I mean, I am eternally grateful to Broderick, but I have the connections I need now. I don't particularly need him. It's just a matter of pleasantry.
Is it now? We also have overheard that you can't forgive someone. You have some sort of problem with a man? Maybe Broderick himself? Did he ever do anything to you?
I don't think I like what you're insinuating about the poor late Broderick.
No, it's nothing insinuating about Broderick. I'm insinuating something against you and him.
Broderick might have been an old bastard, but he did good things for the arts.
An old bastard, even though you were just saying that it was a sad thing to see him go, basically.
Well, it's not polite to speak ill of the dead, but all men have their flaws.
And Broderick was...
Getting people he works with killed.
What do you mean?
Well, you don't think that Broderick just had such a huge heart that he just had to go around helping all these poor people throughout the realms?
Well, I mean... You know, people are weird. I've seen stranger people do stranger things.
Well, you should know the life of adventurers going around leaving a trail of wanton destruction in their wake.
Are you trying to say something against adventurers like me?
I mean, if you're talking about me, I get it, but him, not so much.
I just leave a trail of kids in my wake. And they will probably appear at my wake.
Yeah, your kids are going to be your downfall.
No, my kids are going to be an army. Just so you know, that is the plan, by the way. If you hadn't
You're
heard,
going to make your kids into an army.
yeah, yeah, I want an army of assassin
And the
children.
mothers are going to have no say in this.
Obviously not. I don't even know that they're pregnant. I'll just find them one day. Right.
Right.
Yes. Okay. So. Stuff and things. I don't know. Who else do we need to talk to?
Let's see. You've talked to Dolum, Hilaria, Erez Beniel. You tried to talk to Cladden. You've talked to Therodin. I guess the only person you haven't really spoken to is Vera,
And she is.
the fiance.
Oh, where is she? Because I have not seen her. Shall we go and I'm gonna go speak to the person at the front desk to see if we can get an audience with her.
I assume she's on the second floor.
Yeah, but I mean, we
No,
need.
she's
to...
on the 4th floor.
Oh, even better.
Stairs.
Lots and lots of stairs.
Yeah.
Alright, so you want to go talk to Anita?
Yeah, sure. We should go talk to Anita. Because I need to see, you know, how one, she is doing, and two, if she's alive. Because, I mean, no one's seen her, probably.
Well, no, she's kind of sequestered herself up in their room after Roderick died.
Exactly, that's why I'm, worried. How are you tired? Wake up.
Well done with the female voices. Shut up.
Who said that?
Taylor.
Ah, excellent. Which one's Taylor?
Death Shadow, the one we were playing Minecraft with the other day.
Oh, yes.
Terrible.
I don't have a good memory.
I assume he's on Mixer or YouTube.
No, he's on Twitch.
I don't
Insane.
see him.
Simon.
This.
Dorian.
Dorian.
Oh. Derp.
What? Is Simon alive?
Dorian.
I think Simon snuck away.
Disgusting.
He's still in Discord.
It doesn't mean he disappeared. He most likely disappeared.
He pulled a me and disappeared.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, anyway. What are we doing?
How many stairs?
I need to go talk to that lady.
Alright,
The
so
one at the front desk.
you want to go talk to Anita?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Excuse me. We might need. My name's Ragnar. We might need a little help.
What with?
The fiance. We need to question her about her late husband's passing. Do you think you could help us?
I don't think you understand the words fiance and husband.
Oh. Late fiance's passing. Yes, yes, sure. Yep. Shut up, Brandon.
Well, Lady Vera hasn't left her room since the incident.
Is there a possibility for us to get there? To get into her room and have a chat with her, or at least request her for an audience, at least?
We can see
I mean-
if she wants to be disturbed.
I mean, bearing yourself alone is unhealthy.
He has a point.
People mourn how they mourn.
She also has a point. So, yeah, could you just try and get in contact with her? We'll just wait here. Thank you very much. And if you need anything from us, we will be
Well,
happy
I can
to
tell
help.
you she's not coming down here.
Did she want us to go up there?
She has no desire to see any of Broderick's friends or family.
We are neither. We didn't even know the man.
And now, and now you've made her wonder why you're investigating.
Because we can't get out of here otherwise. We have things to do. And we've been tasked by... what's his face?
The idiot.
Yeah, the idiot.
Anyway, follow her up the fucking stairs, please!
Are you telling us to follow her up the stairs?
Yes, because apparently it's hard for you guys to comprehend how that works.
I'm still on, like... well, we can't go up a floor, can we?
No.
We're still on the first floor.
Yeah.
Yes, but you see, I can't make you do a thing. Remember how the game works?
Oh, we'll follow her. There you go. I mean, it was a bit obvious that we would.
Oh, it's one of those things where you still have to say it.
I mean, we
Stop being a
can't
mood.
change views without you changing it.
Yes, I know, but I'm not going to change it until you tell me that you're going to a place.
We're going up to Anita to follow Anita to her room. Not Anita's room. Well, I mean, if she wants me
So anyway,
If you're having the actress, I'm having Anita.
to. So anyway,
she opens the door. She's like, "This was Broderick's private suite."
oh wow, it's very fucking big.
Try not to track anything.
Try not to what?
Track anything on the carpets.
Oh, no promises. So
So the first room you will find is just kind of a big sitting room.
okay, ooh, this is nice. So, do you want us to wait here?
Please.
Okay. Right. Let's wait until she's out of the room.
All right. She opens the door and you can see books and things. What is probably a private study.
Right. Simon's is now disinterested in the case. He has found new books. If he was around.
Everyone should probably make a perception check. See if they can spot anything.
Okay. Let's see. I don't think Simon. You're gonna have to roll for Simon Brennan.
I'm here.
Oh,
Went to the
where
loo for
did
a
you?
moment.
Oh, okay. Simon, I
You
said
guys were
there's
chatting.
there's a library in there, and I said that you'd love that area. You're now disinterested in the case. Perception.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Some pretty good fucking rolls so far. 22, 23.
Is mine not rolling? Oh, there we go.
And a
7.
7.
Yay!
And a 7. Oh dear.
Yeah, Independent did better.
So, Dorian and Ozen notice something strange.
I don't. I'm just like, yeah.
They notice along this bookcase here. It looks like the carpet's been disturbed around it.
Oh, a secret entrance.
Quick, pull every book.
Go on, Simon. This is your
And then,
territory.
at about the time you've noticed this,
Mm-hmm.
you hear a scream from the other room.
I'm gonna dash over there. Doosh, doosh. Be like, what's the issue?
And you find Vera laying in her chair with blood pooling down at the bottom.
Is she alive?
That does not look alive.
How fresh is the blood?
And then
I'm gonna.
Anita's like, I don't understand. We just brought her lunch not an hour ago.
What do you mean? What was she alive? Was she around then? Did you see her?
As you look, you can see that there's like food and shit on the table.
Oh,
It hasn't even
eaten?
been touched.
Oh.
Hmm.
So something killed her. Who has access
Is the
to this
blood
area?
still like coming out of her, or is it like dried now?
An hour ago.
Yeah, but she was stabbed within the hour.
Yeah.
So
Like,
how
was she stabbed-
recent was the stabbing?
Like,
was
was
it just before we came in? Was it an hour ago?
Oh, I see. Well, how does blood dry in like an hour?
It can.
The flow of
depending on-
blood would be much
Yeah.
slower coming out.
Oh yeah, I mean it's not like gushing or anything. It's just like maybe the periodic little drip. Little drip
Do you
drop.
mind if I do a bit of looking?
someone.
Someone needs to go get the inspector.
I will stay. I'll stay here and take care of Anita. Make sure she's okay. Get her sat down.
Yes.
Who's the leader of the
Ask her
two?
some questions. Ozzy, go get the detective.
They're best friends, you know.
Yeah.
I will throw you out that door to do it
Go on then.
yourself.
So,
Oh my god.
looking, I'm inspecting the body. How
Bloody
is
hell,
it the
Simon.
same knife?
Is she alive?
No. She's the very dead.
Is it the same knife as before? Is it the same sort of pattern?
No, actually.
Different knife?
It looks
What? So, is there a knife there?
it almost looks like she was impaled from behind by a pole arm of some kind.
How could someone bring a polearm in?
Give us a perception.
All of us, or just Simon?
Anyone in the room with Vera.
Okay, that's me. Simon's in the other room.
70. Oh, in the other room.
No. Simon, you're in the room with
Oh,
Vera.
Vera.
Oh,
yes, Vera.
I was thinking you were meaning with
I
the.
forget names.
Yeah, I don't know names. I
Oh.
forgot all of them. I thought you meant the person in front.
No, that's
don't-
Anita.
I had a
I'm
feeling.
gonna forget- I've
There's a
already
reason
forgotten
why
those
her
names.
name is Anita Room. So you know that she's the hotelier.
Wait, her name is Anita Room.
Yes.
Yeah, I've
Are
already
you
forgotten what the
fucking
name
kidding
is.
me? Her name is Anita fucking Room. Are you shitting me? Are you
these things are
taking
done so
the
that you
piss?
understand who people are.
I've already forgotten the names anyway, but carrying on.
Also, you literally have a list available to you.
Yep, but I'm not looking at it.
Are you taking the piss?
Yes.
I'm sending Project 21 to go get the detective.
That works. Either or.
You've recorded a message saying, "Hey, the
Help.
person, yeah, we need you top floor now."
Okay, so, Dorian, what you notice is that, there seems to be, it seems almost like,
Coat of arms has a spear that's missing from it.
well, no, you notice that, there's a statue in the corner. The size and shape of the weapon almost seems consistent with the wounds.
Is there blood on the weapon?
Yeah, I'm going to inspect the weapon. Has
You-
it been disturbed recently compared to the rest of the statue?
It doesn't. Well, I mean, it's a part of the statue, but it
So someone just picked up the whole entire statue and
It's a dust mark at the bottom. Scraped.
it doesn't seem to have been moved. No.
Okay. Interesting.
I wish to ask Anita Room a few questions then while Simon's doing that.
Okay.
So you brought the food here an hour ago. Was it just yourself, or were you with anyone else?
Well, of course, someone staying in Broderick's room, and someone obviously very dear to him. I would, of course, want to give my personal attention.
So it was just you then?
Yes.
Okay, and is there any other way to the room other than what you've shown us?
No. There's really only the one way in. You have to go up these stairs.
then we're gonna have to ask you to stay in here. Because you are a very, very prime suspect right now.
Okay. In the lounge and study, I assume that's what it is. Is there any? We saw that the floor. Well, no, I don't know this, unless I was told.
What? What is your question?
The floor, it was disturbed. Does she know anything about it?
What do you mean?
Follow me. I'll show you. This bookcase here, it's the floor below, it's been disturbed.
Huh. That's very strange.
No.
Well then, help me move this then.
Okay, do I need to roll a strength check?
No, it's a fucking bookcase.
I'm gonna hate myself for saying this, but we should wait for the detective.
Where's the fun in that?
You.
The detective will stop over this, so do as much as you can right now.
How many are you eating?
Yes, I'm eating a biscuit.
You pull back the bookcase, and there's a wall behind it, and carpet beneath it.
Oh, well then. Maybe we needed to pull something on the bookcase. I don't know, books or something.
What? That doesn't make any sense.
Have you never heard of a secret door being opened by a book?
Well, then the bookcase would be part of the mechanism.
It's magic, isn't it?
Well, then why use the bookcase at all?
Because it looks cool and it's inconspicuous.
Are you sure you're an adventurer?
Don't you watch movies?
Are you sure you're a hotelier?
Looks at badge. That's what it says.
Looks at Leo amulet. That's what it says. The sass.
I mean, she is a bard.
Oh yeah, so am I.
Or I guess she was a bard.
I still am. Look at this easy, aren't I? Yep.
Wait. She's a bard.
She is.
Huh?
She's a bard.
She used to be a
Yes.
L.E.O adventurer.
Huh.
What are you?
Would not have taken her for one.
Oh.
Well, I mean, she's got to convince people that they want to stay in a pricier room, doesn't she?
I guess. Wait, that means she has a little wisdom.
And she also needs to be intimidating.
You saying I'm not intimidating?
Why does she need to be intimidating?
Make
To
sure
make
people
sure-
don't do things they aren't supposed to.
Yeah.
Like, running at the pool or something.
Huh, there's a pool?
Or doing, 2 free murders in the hotel.
but more importantly, there's a pool.
It's outside. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry, man.
Pool's closed right now.
Oh.
Well, I mean, you could always go to the caverns below.
Mhm.
There's cabins below as well.
Oh yes, a lot of your blue elf friends were very interested in access to water.
Ah, right, okay. That makes sense. They are water elves.
They're hot springs beneath this mountain.
Oh, okay. Oh my god.
Bless you.
But
Thank you. I'm very sneezy.
all right, so Vera's been stabbed apparently without even realizing anyone was there.
Okay then. Simon, I hope you're writing this all down.
I'm writing some of it down, and half of it have not been paying attention to.
Vera stabbed.
Yeah, I got that.
Seems like
We
it
were
was-
stabbed by statue? Question mark.
or at least something relatively the same size and shape.
I'm gonna go look around to see if there are other clues.
Okay.
I will stay with Anita.
I am going to go pee,
She's mine.
so we are
No, I
going to
called
take a
it.
quick break.
I'm the boss.
I'm glad you're here, genuinely, Tom.
Why? Because otherwise you get nowhere. Sounds about
Yep.
right.
Because I don't deal with talking to people. I deal with looking at stuff.
And I deal
Yeah.
with forcefully interrogating people.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's you.
Because I've been in a crystal for 3,000 years and am not ready for bullshit.
Yeah. Sounds about right as well. Ozzy, enough.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Yep.
How are you?
Doing well.
That's good.
Simon, would you like to investigate the room?
Sure.
All right.
Before the inspector decides to wander in and ruin everything. Ugh.
Let me say something. Okay, well, there's not a lot you're going to be able to find on that, but there's one thing
Mhm.
you might be able to notice with advantage. So this is just literally for one thing. Roll again. Okay.
Dice are not with me at the moment.
Dice are never with me. I'll roll with it.
You
I got it. Roll with it.
That wasn't intended.
you don't notice much, but you spot something familiar on the table under a loaf of bread. As you move it, you realize it looks very familiar to a doily you have in one of your bags.
Wait,
I'm
someone
going
has
to observe it for a moment, and I'm going to try and cut a tiny piece off.
Mhm.
What does it do?
Well, it takes a... You nick a bit of the corner, and very slowly, over about the course of a minute, it stitches itself back together.
Oh, they've got one as well. They must be super rich here.
Simon's found a new one. Brandon, you're a monster. You knew he'd do this.
So yeah, you found and as you examine it, you realize that it has the exact same monograms as the one on yours.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's insane.
I thought we had like a one of a kind thing, and this was just. I'm so disappointed now.
I mean,
kidding.
Those ex-mom literally had several similar ones, just not with the apparently from the same maker.
Yes, this was 1,000% sarcasm.
Well, I just wanted to clarify because I know that was a long ass time ago, and a lot of people watching probably have no idea what we're talking about.
It's a magical doily that repairs itself, and it's the greatest thing ever. And we picked it up because we thought it was a really important item. Actually, no, we picked it up because it was one of the only things on the map that was there.
Yeah.
Even though it was just decoration.
Mm-hmm.
I find it funny how you haven't rolled for investigation once.
Hmm?
He did. He rolled for it twice.
I rolled for it twice.
Oh.
And I fucked up the first one real bad.
So he didn't notice anything else about them. He just spotted the magic doily.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, all he really sees is like, oh, it's a room. It's got some personal effects, a couple of gold coins laying on a table, and a bed that's
Of course,
not made.
Simon would notice the doily though.
Yeah. That's a me kind of thing.
Also, the stew smells really nice.
I'm not gonna touch it.
Why?
Because that was for the dead person.
Yeah,
Could be evidence.
Simon, waste not want not.
Amazing.
Hey, if you want it.
Alright, what are you guys doing while you're up in here?
I'd like to.
Where'd Ozen go?
I went to explore the other rooms, see if there were any hints.
What other rooms?
The other rooms in the thing. You can't see all the rooms, you know.
Yeah, I know. But it's like, there are a lot of them, so you would just say the other room, which doesn't help. Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
This appears to be some type of herb garden.
Herb. He smoked the weed, bro.
Oh,
There are
sweet. Is there some weed in here?
There
I know,
are
I do.
A couple of different types. A few things appear to be being prepared out of them. Not really sure what they are.
Skooma?
Yes, Kajitas where? If you have coin.
God, this fucker up here with a fucking rooftop garden.
He's a rich bastard. We knew that.
Oh, we can use a spider climb to get out now.
Alright. Ragnar, what about you?
Can I roll a perception in the room?
Sure.
Alright, I want to roll perception to see if there's anything. Perception.
Nope.
Great. Okay,
You guys get one more round before the inspector comes.
Right. Okay, I'm just gonna wait for him then, I guess.
Dorian.
Then just continue looking around a little. Maybe.
Okay.
Looking around at the speed.
One more
of sound.
attempt.
Alright, sure, give us one more attempt. Okay. You spot, on the bed, under one of the pillows, you spot what appears to be a book.
Ooh.
Of some description.
I will pick up the book, I guess.
Alright, you pick up the book and you realize it's a personal journal of Broderick Goldpike.
I am going to immediately slip this into many pouch.
Okay.
Make sure you don't slip it in with the armor.
Hmm?
Make sure you don't slip it in with the armor.
I'll try to keep that. I mean, I have to say the word for that. Don't worry.
Or if you're going to take this opportunity to just go sit down.
And then I'll wander out of.
I mean,
the
Orifere is
study
not
now.
bad.
No, because he knows what's about to happen.
What's about to happen?
Someone's probably gonna end up hogtied again. That's what happened last time.
Yeah, that sounds normal.
Wait, I would. Oh, you. Not me. I was gonna be like, wait, why would I be hogtied again?
Giggity. You like it rough.
Yeah, but that was no.
That's racist.
So was me.
Hello, mademoiselle. I hear there has been another body.
I'm just gonna steal one of these telescopes.
What?
I'm just gonna steal one of these telescopes in here.
Gonna take some time dismantling it.
Yeah,
Stripping it
they're
down.
not really mobile telescopes, but I mean, if you want to take the time to dismantle it.
I mean,
sure.
they can fold down and stuff.
Yeah, but it's gonna be difficult to just walk out inconspicuously with it.
I mean, I have a bag full of
Got a bag of
countless
what?
trinkets. Like,
You have a bag of holding? You mean I have a bag of holding?
I have a bag of countless trinkets with stuff sticking out. One more thing sticking out is gonna be like, oh, what's that?
Looks like yes, Inspector, this way.
And I assume that no one has touched anything. This is our
Not a
discovery.
thing. I was looking around while you weren't here, but I didn't touch a thing.
Well, my observant friend, did you notice anything?
I did notice one important thing.
Very well.
Come, follow me. I take him to the body, and I show. Do you see this wound, right?
That's quite a vicious-looking wound.
Hmm.
It looks
Turn
almost
around.
like it looks almost like it would be done by something like that statue, but clearly
Exactly.
this is a statue. He jostles the spear. He pulls out like a handkerchief from his pocket before he touches it.
Yeah.
He's like, "Huh, this is clearly one piece."
Mm-hmm. Still in one
Like,
piece.
that's One
at the
Piece? That
moment.
is the One Piece?
That's enemy?
It is the same shape though. That's the thing which has got me in a in a bundle.
Well, this statue is clearly a representation of something else. Perhaps it is based off of an actual weapon.
What?
It might be based on a natural weapon, but it will be strangely poetic to bring the same weapon back here.
Well, you cannot rule out any possibility. He goes
Sure.
over to here and he looks at this. He's like, She had not even had time to break her bread.
No shit, Sherlock.
There does not appear to be a trail of blood anywhere
She was sitting
else,
down.
so I presume then that she was somehow, without her knowledge, impaled. But this is a very narrow space for someone to have
Holy
snuck up onto here.
Shit.
He
Guys,
is the
this-
greatest.
Yeah.
He is the
Fucking
greatest Sherlock Holmes in our time.
Hell. Wow.
I know.
We found Sherlock, everyone.
This is clearly not an ordinary case.
Really?
Crazy. I'm just trying to think why.
So, because of your inability to find the killer, another person has died.
Well, this one does not seem to establish the same pattern as the others.
On the contrary,
In
she
fact,
almost did.
The others, you could almost argue, appear to follow entirely different patterns from one another. One in a very large open space with many witnesses. The other in a room that was made to appear as sterile. And in this one, where the person was killed and then left in a very odd position with no reasonable explanation for how the spear could have possibly been used from behind them without their apparent knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Magic.
I mean, there is stone shape, but this seems a bit powerful and over the top for what this means.
If you are going to sneak up behind someone, would it not make more sense to, say, slip the dagger around the neck?
Yeah, either use a dagger. I mean, it will make more sense to use the same dagger if you're the same person. If you've got a good enough dagger.
Mademoiselle Lauren, have you noticed? Has anyone noticed anyone this floor is only reserved for the Broderick and his guests, oui?
That's what we told you.
Thank you for voicing Anita, I guess.
Oh, right. Yeah, no problem. If you do.
Thanks, dude, for.
Hey, it's me. I need to room.
So it's
uncanny.
Gotta get me looking like I'm gonna throw up.
has anyone been sighted entering the premises other than yourself?
Go on, Anita. I'm not Anita anymore.
Like the possibility of one of the servants performing room service, but that would have been earlier in the day.
You said you gave her this food an hour ago, and nobody has been here since.
Well, we weren't exactly monitoring every hallway, were we?
True. However, wouldn't this room need a special key? Because it is his suite, after all.
That is also true. The
Who has
master key.
access to
The
the
master
key?
key doesn't actually open these doors. The only other person that would have a key to this room besides myself would have been Tobin.
The plot, it begins.
All right. Well, that narrows it down to 2 people.
What, Tobin and
Anita.
I need a room?
I can rule out
Brother,
Anita.
you-
Main investigation. I apologize, but she definitely does not have the wealth or the dagger that we had earlier. No offense. But the weapon that was shown, in the original ballroom, it's valued something stupendous. It's not kind of something you usually.
I love how
Full of
appropriate the music has just become. Like, what the fuck? Okay, so, alright, so Anita doesn't really have the means to have committed the main murder.
Mm-hmm.
Does she have a motivation for killing Vera?
Did she love Roderick?
I'm still trying to think of what the motivation would be for killing her. Is beyond angry, vengeful,
Spite.
kind of thing.
Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned.
Mm.
But who on earth would be able to stab her with
impale her with a spear from behind
An
Wow.
army man, let's say.
while she's completely unaware of what's happening.
Yeah. Has to be stealthy and strong enough to wield a polearm.
Yeah, polearm not really known as a weapon of stealth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, unless it's a magical one, but
Hmm.
I mean, if it's built
Chest for that?
like the armor I made for Dorian, then
and pardon me?
anything. If it's built like that armor that I made in the tower, then anything is possible.
You mean that just anyone could have access to an area with that much magic and inspiration?
And boredom.
Yeah, that's true. The boredom part is the main part, by the way.
All right, we're gonna teach you how to wear heavy armor. How's that? Dodge.
Oh dear. Okay. So,
Oh,
So if Anita lacks the money for this, then Tobin.
we're thinking it's Tobin.
Tobin.
he did. He didn't seem too particularly perturbed his father was dead.
Yeah, that's true.
No matter how much you dislike said person, you would want to see them die.
But why then murder this person?
Because then that means less money in the world towards her.
She doesn't get any money in the will.
Oh, right, yeah.
That's the thing that's throwing everything
but
off of.
she
She's got
almost-
nothing.
But
Jealousy,
she almost
maybe?
caused him to lose money in the will.
Almost. Maybe. That's what I mean, this does feel more like emotion,
Yeah,
Then-
definitely.
actual premeditation.
Yeah.
It seems sloppier than all the others.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna go find Tobin and put him in the hold. Later.
Should, do you want a around him? Maybe
Do we want to what?
zone of truth.
I
Still
mean,
got that.
he's our prime suspect, isn't he?
Yeah.
And you
How about we
you
get our
can-
two last why don't we get the two suspects that we got left and put them in the zone of truth?
I mean, if the inspector doesn't mind, we can just take over anyone doesn't mind, we can take over the study again. Put a zone of truth in there and hope that they can do it.
So you're just like, all right, Inspector, bring Tobin.
Here's the plan.
Bring Tobin to the study. Dash off.
No, Inspector, here's the plan. I can do zone of truth. Zone of truth will kid.
Zone of truth would be very useful, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. Currently, our prime person may be Tobin. Maybe.
It will fit the fact pattern.
So we're thinking of bringing him here. Gene.
Very well. This is a sensible thing to do.
Brandon, I know you love Dot 2 so much. If this turns out to be a giant wasp,
That would be hilarious, but not appropriate to what I've planned.
yes. Oh, okay.
It's Old Man Jenkins.
I'm just
Alright,
gonna
I'll-
leave you guys up here, and we're
I'll
going
go towards the study and
down to the study.
set up. Someone else better persuade him to come.
The study.
I'll just say come with me. No, the inspector could just tell him to come with him.
Come with me if you want to live.
Come with me.
Come with me if you want to not.
Okay. Sorry, I gotta go collect some people. Oh fuck, there's duplicates of you guys now.
Oh no!
Oh no, I cast duplicity or something like that by accident.
Would it be
We are
bad?
everywhere,
Not
and we are
obviously
nowhere.
on purpose.
Probably. Confuse everyone.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just positioning some people.
I need to be taken to the area.
We all do. He's
Okay.
setting it up. You'll see on Twitch.
I don't watch his Twitch.
Or YouTube, or Mixer, or whatever you're using.
I
Jesus
don't
Christ.
watch him.
Yeah, I don't watch the stream either.
Why would you watch a stream you're part of? I guess I don't really get a choice because I have it literally on the screen while I'm producing it.
I watch because I'm moderator, but
We're moderators. We don't watch it.
I'm not a moderator.
You are?
No, I'm not.
You're not? What?
Nope, I'm Twitch
the
Prime.
yeah. I'm literally the only moderator.
I don't know.
Yay, I'm not a moderator.
Not the only moderator. I'm a moderator.
Yeah, don't
Yeah,
moderate
Utah
it.
was already a moderator of this channel.
I was probably.
Oh, you know
Okay.
what? I bet I modded
Here.
air underscore Nico.
Underscore Nico. Yeah, probably.
Me?
Unless Ben Brick is a. No, that. There's 6 people. So, no. Yep.
So, anyway. They bring him in. And, they sit him down on one of the chairs. I'm gonna have to make him a fucking drawing, aren't I? Yeah, there we go. I guess I'm gonna have to make him a drawing too. God damn it.
Simon, you see 50 feet, 15 feet.
Mm-hmm. It's a 15-feet sphere, but hey. I'm just curious.
Alright, so who needs to be in this sphere?
Eh. Wait 1 sec.
I guess that. Let's put him here. So he can be judged by a jury of his peers. He was, of course, very... He was like, what's the meaning of this?
It's just a few questions, don't worry.
Well, monsieur, we'd like to ask you a few questions about your relationship with your father, as well as the Lady Viola.
Has the Zone of Truth been activated?
I'm going to cast a spell. It's called, I'm going to be fully upfront with this. It's a Zone of Truth. It's just to make sure we're on the same page. None of us are lying, you know.
How
You're gonna ask us our deepest, darkest secrets, Simon?
I will try my best to refrain. Actually, it's not me who's or the inspector, or whoever feels like it at the time.
And if
It's
you
just-
try to leave, I will wrap your neck in two.
Why is that
I mean,
a tiny
I'll
version of
tell-
Lug?
Lug shrunk down. It's because he doesn't have his shield with him. For some reason.
He doesn't have a shield with him.
This is blasphemy. Lug always has shield.
Yeah, it's just so we're all, you know, talking, just saying the truth. It's just to be absolutely certain.
Okay.
You know? You
Simon,
okay with this?
Dorian, I stole some of your sweets.
Oh, shit! I haven't casted yet. You're so honest. Anyway, if you consent, this is going to be fine. Nah, that's the spell. If he wants to resist, he can try.
I have
It's a
nothing.
charisma save.
I have nothing to hide from you. He says as he leans back in the chair. Let's get this over with. I have things I'd
All right,
like
then
to
we'll be
attend.
very direct with you.
Zone of Truth is active now,
Yep.
and he's fine with it. He's just gonna consent to it.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. It's begun. You can ask a question.
I hear my mother. I'll be right back.
What is your name?
Hold on.
What is your purpose?
What is your quest?
What is the capital of Dorssica?
How am I supposed to know that? No. I don't know that.
I don't even know how to spell that.
Uh... And of course, the most important question: what is the airspeed velocity of an unladen spore?
Which kind of European?
What is it,
I'm
Simon?
kind of European.
I don't know.
Simon, you don't know this, so it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable
What's unacceptable? What?
that you don't know the speed of an unladen thingy.
I thought it was just I'm
No,
screaming
that's
to the
because
death.
he didn't know it either.
Okay. Oh dear.
What is your favorite color? Blue. No, yellow. Such a great movie.
So good. And it's such a budget as well. 10 out of 10.
Yeah. It's the reason why it was cut short so early.
Cut short. Why do they use the coconuts? Why so many different things?
Yeah.
And just came out so much better because of it, in my opinion.
Hell yeah. Standing on mother. Right, yeah.
Mother. Mm-hmm.
Camelot. It's wonderful. I'm just surprised that they made Patsy the one American member of Monty Python.
Which one? John
Patsy.
Cleese? No.
Or the one who played Patsy was American.
I don't know.
He's the
Anyway,
one that
this-
also does all the art stuff. all the time.
This session should be finishing soon because I have a TV show to watch because it's the season finale.
Mm.
Well, as soon as Brandon gets back, if he gets back.
Hopefully. Because I got other stuff to do and then I gotta go to sleep.
We got lectures next week.
No, it's only tomorrow. I've got a big meeting I have to attend.
Oof.
Yeah. Then from then onwards, I'm back to having all the free time again.
Okay.
Well, free time. I've been pushed into a project again, as I always am. But I've got free time.
I just imagine Lug is using his shield like a barricade.
Oh yeah, he
He's
is.
He's just leaning against the door with the shield there.
What did Brendan even say he was going off doing?
Yeah,
His
his mum
mum
was at his
okay.
house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be like, it's taking an awfully long time.
Mm.
He's having a cheeky masturbation session.
You know, everyone has their kinks.
Yeah.
I mean, even the maid had that earlier.
What a kink.
You were joking, like she was walking out of a closet.
Yes. We walked down the corridor and she was coming out of one of the bedrooms, and I just mentioned, "Oh, I hope she just came out the closet."
Yeah.
This is definitely a strange time to do that.
And I was like, I mean, there's a murderer in the building. You never know when you're gonna die, so.
Did you just show though?
We guess the maid YOLO'd. Just fuck it, I'm gonna die here tonight. May as well let everyone know.
Yeah.
Christ, it's taking forever.
Yeah, longer than normal.
Hmm.
I feel like out of all of us, I'm the most bland in humor.
Ugh. That makes sense. You're American?
Note that you're the only British person, so you're saying that everyone else is bland.
Simons?
I am pretty British.
Yeah. He's like,
Let me rephrase that. Everyone who is in this campaign, I'm the most bland.
oh. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You're American?
And I'm sorry, aside from you two, who else is British?
Just us two now.
Yeah. Yeah. Now that John one left.
Mm-hmm.
Happeningly,
Remind me why he left?
like we know the question. The answer.
I don't really understand at
No
all.
one knows why he left. He didn't explain himself. He just disappeared. Dimensional.
Mhm.
There was no reasoning behind his departure. Only that his departure happened. We lost a D&D player and a good friend.
Mm-hmm.
One of my old pupils, Jedi known as Darth Vader, killed your father. Took the name Darth Vader. Darth Vader.
God, this is taking forever.
Oh, let's talk to the people.
There's nobody in chat.
Every time you leave.
There's 6 people in.
Nobody's in chat.
They're like bots, basically. My friend.
Users, another viewer. Commander Root.
Commander Groot?
If you go to Twitch, open up users in chat.
Yeah,
you'll
we
see-
know. Those are like Twitch. Those are just like Twitch bots, basically, that monitor for comments that are seen as bad.
So wouldn't they be under moderators?
No, they're not moderators. They're Twitch
Yeah, the Twitch mods.
notifications. Only message.
Well, this is also to YouTube, so. And Mixer.
But and it can't be bothered to look at those.
Um. Well, I'm not seeing anyone else here, so.
I agree, Simon.
Hello.
Oh, he's back.
Yeah, finally. Because some people want to freak out over viruses.
Oh.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Where the fuck were we? All right, Zone of Truth.
Zone of Truth. Yes. Zone of Truth was in place. Now.
All right, so you were going to ask a question?
Tom. Or
Me? Why me?
Ozen. Or whatever.
Literally
fine.
anybody. I mean, it's a fucking Zone of Truth.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. Did you have anything to do with the murder of your father?
Of course not.
Fuck. Anyone else?
Well, I guess.
Who do you think has the highest motive for the murder? And why?
Could think of a reason anyone on that will might want him gone.
So anyone just on the will?
Whether it be an actress with a collapsing career,
Collapsing
a
career?
business partner that wants more control, or a nephew just looking to find a way to increase his wealth.
Well, Anita is also in the Zone of Truth, and she said she's the only other person with that key. So,
Do you have a key to the master bedroom still with you?
Of course I do.
Is it still with you right now?
Not on my person. Who will keep such things on their person?
I mean,
Where will it be?
for certain.
It'll be in my room, in my safe.
Could, by any chance, could you go check to make sure it's still there?
Why?
We got a feeling that it's been used more recently.
In order to do that, we'd have to leave.
Yep.
Well, before we do,
And you think
Anita,
I'm simply just going to allow a bunch of strangers to see
I
inside
don't want
my
to be in
personal
your.
safe?
I don't need to be in your room or anything. You to confirm that it's still there.
or that the lock wasn't broken.
Mm-hmm.
Remind me how long Zone of Truth lasts?
10 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
So what you're
Anita.
saying is, if he had to go to his room, if it were even 5 minutes away, that would be the end of Zone of Truth.
Well,
Yeah,
we
because-
can ask other people questions.
I can ask other
Yeah.
people in the meantime while he's
Because
gone.
I mean, we all have to go there.
All right, to everyone in the zone.
Very well.
Um,
Calden, if you would.
all right, everyone who's not in the same party. Did you kill?
Do you have
anyone?
anything to do with the murder today and yesterday?
I'm just trying to cross as many names off as I can.
No, I did not kill.
No, I didn't.
Why
I
would
said,
Theremin pipes in like, why on earth would I bother with killing Broderick? Besides him already having one foot in the grave anyway,
What do you
he's the
mean?
reason this place is so successful.
Okay, so he's
That's the
definitely
business
He's
part.
worth well more to me alive than he is now.
Mm-hmm. That's for certain.
Yeah, that's okay. That's good. It's good to know.
Keep him coming. We just steadily cycle from everyone in out.
yeah, why didn't we do this before?
I don't know.
Vroom, vroom. They're gonna hit a kid someday, and then they're gonna be in jail forever.
What?
All right, I didn't hear Anita respond. Just saying.
I need to respond, please.
Why would I get rid of Broderick?
All right, good enough.
The old dear's the only reason I'm here. Why would I jeopardize such a cushy position?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
So that leaves the actress, the fangirl, and
the guy who the guy the
this guy,
famous one.
this guy, and this guy. Because they are technically in the zone right now.
Alright. Oh, wait a second.
There's no from everyone, just say no from everyone. If it is one of these said people, just be like, yeah, it was me.
It was me all along.
Fuck, it was me, Dio, all along.
You've cracked my master plan.
I'm reading up.
So is it any of them or... Yes or no? Just answer.
That's not how this game works.
It is how the Zone of Truth works.
No,
don't
the
have
zone
to-
of
they
truth
don't-
is you can't lie.
Yeah, they don't have to say anything. They can just sit there.
That doesn't mean they have
Saying
to
nothing.
volunteer any information.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
And they can tell white lies as well, so they can be telling a truth, but not the truth that you want. I've seen some people sit in the zone of truth talking with anything else other than whatever the question was.
all right. Well, if they didn't have anything guilty to hide, they would speak up in the zone saying no.
Who's spoken already?
As far as I'm aware of those two.
Theremin, right?
Oh, and Anita.
Oh yeah.
Anita also spoke. So
Ilaria's just like, What an utterly ridiculous proposition.
Oh, and
Broderick
how
is
is
still
it
worth-
ridiculous?
Broderick is still a great patron of the arts.
Are you implying that you would not kill?
I don't see why I should do such a thing, especially such an expensive way of dealing with it.
All right. Oop. Green Dumbledore, or not Green Dumbledore.
Dumbledore? What?
Green Hagrid.
Green Hagrid. Well, it would be...
Zoomed out, he does kind of look like Hagrid.
Yeah, except that's not hair, that's a hood.
I think what I said.
He says, it's true that my dear uncle is departing. I'll have more money for my own coffers, but that doesn't mean I'd want to stab. It doesn't mean I want to send a dagger into the man's back.
All right. Fangirl. Because I don't know your name.
Man, girl.
Yeah, the fat girl that was in the room.
Fanboy.
Yeah, that's not a
wait.
girl. First
Oh. It's an elf.
It's an elf. It's really easy to
Yeah, miss.
get them confused.
Yeah.
he's like,
Just don't say that in front of them.
he's like, who's Broderick?
And that's all I need to say.
Ask him, Mitchell.
Wait. So, do you know the previous owner of this building? This is to the fanboy.
The portrait man?
Yeah, the man in the portrait.
No. Is he here?
All right. He's dead.
Oh.
That's why we're doing this.
So,
Why is he here again?
He's a fanboy of some kind.
yeah.
I mean, you can actually just ask him.
What are you doing here?
Well, I've came here to meet Miss Carcissus. She is sponsoring me into the acting guild.
Oh.
Cool.
What did you do to be sponsored?
She was impressed by a performance I gave while we were traveling, and she invited me here.
Uh-huh.
Emodorf. What about you?
Huh?
The Emodorf.
What about
him?
What about Therebin?
Did he answer yes or no?
Yeah. He said that he was worth more alive than dead.
All right. Wait. What? So that leaves. Wow, that narrows it down to just 4 people.
Yay, he's on a truth.
We should have done this before.
Everyone come together. Just stand in the zone of truth.
Well, I'm afraid your 10 minutes are almost up.
Yep.
But we have another one.
Well, I'm gonna have to wait an hour before I can do another.
Wait, why doesn't the detective have the spell?
Huh?
Why doesn't the detective have this spell? Like, for detective, you'd think that'd be like a number 1 spell to have.
Because he's a shit detective.
Touche.
Also, no one ever bothered to ask if he had it, and also, too, no one bothered to consider that maybe he doesn't want to waste it when he doesn't have his suspects narrowed down.
Mm-hmm. That's why I was leaving it, but since we were at a pretty much a dead end.
All right, so tiny guy with gray background, Legolas.
But what I would say,
Mohawk
with Zone of Truth, it's
dwarf.
not only important for what they are answering, it's also important what you ask, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But you just ask, oh, did you kill him? It's like, oh no, of course I didn't. Meanwhile, hired an assassin.
I mean, that's why the very first question we asked, very first show was, do you have anything to do with the murder or murders that have happened today or yesterday?
Yeah, let's see, all you have to do is stretch more. What do you mean by anything?
Anything.
I had no personal party to it.
But that's maybe you didn't have a personal part, but you can have any part of it, which it takes into account of hiring people, it takes into account of plotting it, it takes into account of planning it, it takes into account of a lot of things.
It could, very well.
It
in most
definitely
situations,
does.
Wait, are you speaking as one of the characters right now, or are you just talking semantics?
I'm talking semantics.
Yeah, we're talking semantics. Because you guys have one question left.
What is your name?
So, any dying question? Anyone?
No.
Not really.
God, I'm glad you guys aren't actual detectives.
Yeah.
Well, obviously we're not.
We haven't even been hired to do this, we just want to get out of this place.
Bless you.
Okay.
Suddenly you hear the sound of screaming down the hall.
Oh god,
Bless you.
someone's dead again. should we put that on to a next time?
Please. Because I've got a meeting to go to tomorrow.
Okay. Well, I mean, it has been 4 hours, so I think we can call it there.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Find out next time on this.
The Adventures of Leo.
I just kind of think of it as the Marvellous Misadventures. The Leo bit's just incidental because you happen to be Leo. The other group isn't, but I still consider them Marvellous Misadventures anyway. Any Hoosers, we're gonna call it there. You guys did find out a decent amount, but you haven't quite gotten the pieces you need to put together yet.
Narrowed it down to 4 people. Or 5.
Yeah. One's dead.
What?
Okay. Well, I mean, it could have been one of the people that we already crossed out that died.
Maybe.
What I would say is that I feel like perhaps you guys are thinking about this in a very kind of direct input-output way.
Could you elaborate?
Things aren't always necessarily so straightforward as, oh, I want him dead, therefore I'm going to kill him.
Okay, I guess that was me, but the other guys were...
That's me as well. It's my kind of way of Dorian.
Yeah.
Semantics are not my thing.
But yeah.
But yes.
Anyway,
Anywho.
time to disappear.
Yeah. Good night, everybody. Thanks for coming.
Good night.